our illustrious young heroes were informed in the middle of harvest time that some heroes were going to be honored. Excuse me. Some heroes were going to be honored at the city. The local duke, whatever that is, was going to throw a big festival in honor of some heroes that saved the kingdom for whatever reason. They asked their parents if they could go, and they were informed that it was harvest time. There was work to be done, and they weren't going to get a chance, unfortunately. So they took it upon themselves to leave. They had several mishaps along the way, various chills, spills, and thrills, culminating last night in meeting a bunch of adults with fantastic abilities, but not so fantastic that they couldn't be captured by weird, stunty green people who it didn't end well for them when Connie activated her fear aura and they ran away. They made some new friends, they got some toys, and the city looms on the horizon. Now, as the day dawns, on the third day of travel, the city is stretching out on the plains, below and in front of you, glowing in the distance no matter the hour. You awake to some fresh water and a few trail rations left behind by your new friends, but largely you're alone in this cave, on this plain wherein you routed some goblins the previous evening. The floor is yours.
While everyone's eating, I'm gonna just step to the edge of the cave and just check the weather, see if any goblins came, or the green people, as it were, came back.
The green people did not come back. The weather seems to be sunny. Like, you can see further than you've ever been able to see.
Yeah.
Welcome. You can see some clouds on the horizon, which would normally be bad, but you don't have a frame of reference for how far that is, so it might be completely nothing.
It could be weeks away for all.
Exactly. It's definitely not between you and the castle.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, so.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, I'll go back and join the others.
Mm-hmm.
I think after Braden finishes eating, he'll put on his new boots.
The boots are the boots are comically oversized, and so all of you see Braden tug on these boots, and he looks ridiculous. And then before your very eyes, the boots begin to glow and shrink around his feet.
Hey, I didn't know you were going to join the clown cult. Huh.
But that's neat.
That's
Huh.
Did you do sort of? I did.
It's as I try and get used to them going around and notice there's no footprints, it's like, ooh, that's going to be useful.
Yeah, you don't leave any footprints. It should be noted, if you have a GM that permits and you want to carry this character over, you also will not trigger pressure plates.
Nice.
Really?
Notes.
While that's going on, just kind of examining the new bowstrings I got.
They seem to be pretty, like, typical bowstrings, but they're better made than what you had before, much less your jury-rigged, like, dried and recut bowstring.
How long would it take me to just replace that real quick, or is it going to be, like, long?
Oh god, no, like, minutes.
Yeah, I'm probably working on that then.
Yeah. Maybe not even minutes. Depends on how often you replace your bowstring. It's a simple process.
I wouldn't say often, but he's done it enough times to know how to do it pretty well by now.
Yeah, it's a road.
And what about the rest of you? Also, Nightfall, you sound like you're very far away.
No, I was just being quiet.
No, you're distant.
Nightfall sounds fine to me.
Is that better?
Nope.
Oh, I hear it now.
Yeah, so do I.
It sounds like you leaned away from the mic.
Yeah.
Nightfall, come back. Good to meet you.
It's not a matter of volume, it's a matter of your there's air between you and your mic.
Yeah. There should be no air, because remember, I'm using a headset.
Did it switch mics on you somehow? Because it sounds different than it did during audio test.
No.
Check your plug-in.
Yeah, check your plug-in.
Pick it up, plug it back in.
Say
How?
words.
How
Yep,
is?
you fixed it.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
You
it
did
came out
it.
a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, Lawrence is probably just looking over the wooden coin
or whatever it was.
It's not a coin. It's a holy symbol. It's an icon. It's a little. It's about the size of your palm, dude.
Oh, geez, I thought it was like the size of like a $50.
No, it's a necklace.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't have a cord on it, but yeah, it's a sizable icon.
In that case, Lauren, I probably would have tucked that away somewhere incredibly safe. I mean, it was already gonna, keep it safe, but now more so.
It's a.
I thought it was smaller than that.
No, it's a wooden. It's like pine, maybe, you're not sure. Untreated, like a sun. It's got a solid disc in the middle, and then it's got several like curved. Like you know how like a Chris's
so
blade
like
is
like a rosary, or
no, it's a single medallion. But it's the like, you know how a Chris's blade like warps, right?
oh yeah.
It's got like a bunch of those coming off the circle so that it was like a sun.
Oh, cool.
Something praise the sun.
Yeah, and it's got a little notch in the back of it that you thread a cord through so that it can face forward when you wear it.
Ooh.
That's awesome, man.
If only you could be so holy incandescent.
Yeah, right.
Everyone get their food.
Yes.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah.
Munch, scoff, scoff.
Oh no.
Burp burp.
It doesn't look like it's gonna rain or anything, so we might make it to the city today.
We need to hurry. It's supposed to be today, right?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Let's go.
I'll just like put whatever the food is, like put part of it in my mouth and get up and start grabbing.
Yep.
things.
Just stuff. No.
You guys head out onto the plains into the morning sun. It's morning. You can all tell that it's morning. There's a thin mist because it is autumn after all. In the distance, being burned away by the sun. Lots more travelers on the road than there was last evening. As you come out of your little cave inlet and join the road, you get some weird looks. Like, where the fuck did you come from?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But nobody stops you, and you make your way down to the city.
What's everybody?
What?
I was saying everybody stay close so we don't get separated. Cornfields,
Well, it's a big open plain currently, but yeah, it's still good. What's weird is you can look behind you and see in the distance the forest that you came out of. It seems to be a ways away, but the castle, throughout your entire time wandering along this plain, hasn't seemed to get any bigger.
Oh.
Strange.
Jeez.
It must be really, really, really far away.
Probably.
Or just really, 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 really big.
Or maybe it's really, 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 really magic.
Yeah, it's probably just really far away.
I mean, would we know about illusions and things like that?
What if you might?
I sure as hell don't.
Doesn't seem to be magic from here.
You're fairly certain that, like, a dragon lives there or something. It's almost certainly it was glowing all night. Like, that's magic.
Something big.
Well, no, a dragon would have lived there, but the heroes took care of one, if you remember.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This is true.
But the layer effects haven't worn off yet.
Kill it, take its stuff.
As you guys look, almost in real time, a little bit delayed, you see on the side of the plains near you guys, you see by the castle, like, tents and pavilions going up. Like, people are, like, making these big, like, tents and, like, swelling the area around the castle.
Oh.
I'm gonna go look.
Yeah.
It must be starting.
Anything you guys want to do on your way?
We're going to the city and we have food on us, so there's Don't we have food on us?
You have a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to the city. We have no need to gather anything right now.
Okay.
I kind of want to know what these tents are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lawrence has been
Hey,
looking
look,
all
shiny.
thoughtful.
Yeah, you're right. So you guys are walking along, and you hear a sound that 5 of you have never heard before. And Connie, this is a sound that you have heard before. Actually, some of you might have heard it, but it would be. Connie's the only one who knows what the sound is. And Connie, you hear horses' hooves behind you, behind the group.
Glancing back.
There's a metal man, like, on a horse, also made of metal, like, walking
hood
behind
is-
you.
Hood is up, right?
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Are you in human Connie form? Or are you just hooded?
I think she's just hooded.
Okay.
Step off the road a little bit.
Yeah, if Connie's looking back, Lawrence is like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah.
I think Rockham has
look
us
back.
like 10 seconds of just whoa.
There's a metal man and a metal horse, like, walking behind you.
Yeah, I'd be moving off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
step off.
Yeah, Connie would be
We're
getting
out
in the
loud
way.
fast.
Yeah. So you guys move off, and the metal man stops.
Oh boy.
And he looks at you and he says, "Where's your parents?"
I'm just sitting there slack-shot staring at the horse.
Silence.
Yeah, just like,
You just get
there.
This is perfect.
They're that way. We're supposed to meet them.
That you point toward the forest?
No, towards the castle.
You point towards the castle. He, he sighs. He says, "You didn't come back for curfew."
what?
Not a word any of you have heard before.
Sounds like it's something I'd eat.
What's a curfew?
Like his body language is so seriously like, "You don't pay me enough for this shit," and he goes, "Right. Oh, you lot, come on, fall in." And you like,
Horse made of metal.
you don't know what a horse is. First point.
Or is
We probably
I guess
don't even
it's
know what the
that
term
made of-
fall in would mean.
Yeah, I don't think you do. It's
Yeah,
like
I don't-
he rides to the front of your group and starts walking at a slow pace, realizes you're not following him, and he turns back and he just goes, like, you hear him go, "Fucking peasants, come on!"
And that's how you get into a city. And yeah, we'll go with, I suppose.
Yeah, so you guys fall in behind him, and yeah, the metal man leads you down over the plains. When the road that you're on joins another road and gets even bigger as you get closer to the castle, and he like stops like a wagon, just like, "Oi there," and like stops them, and just starts loading you into the back of the carriage, or the back of the cart.
That should be fun.
Blink, blink.
We can hop out later if I need to.
Yeah, he puts you in the back of the carriage and like hits the side of the carriage and like rides beside the driver, and they're talking as you guys are sitting in the back of this wagon. You look behind you, there's a bunch of like boxes and shit.
Can you make out what they're saying at all?
Yes, mostly he's saying like, "These kids snuck out, I'm taking them back to the city, like give them a ride so that they don't pass out. I don't know what the big ones are supposed to be."
Can I check one of the boxes?
They're nailed shut, but you can certainly try.
I mean, I have a knife.
You do
I mean, if I
have
see
a
you go in a
knife.
box,
Heck, I don't
It's gonna
know.
make noise.
Yeah, that's gonna make noise. Are you?
and if I see you going for it, I don't feel like getting trampled by the giant beast thing.
Yeah.
Any
okay.
sorts of markings on the boxes?
Yes, several. Nothing you can read.
Can Pierce read them? Or
No,
they make no
it's
sense?
mostly maker's marks.
Ah.
Josh made this.
Well, actually, Pierce, and Connie, Pierce and Connie, make a comprehend roll. If
Okay.
if either of you get 3 or more, I'll tell you.
Come on, Heidi.
Damn.
Wow.
I was
luck.
close. I have 7 luck. I'm gonna do it.
7.
Tiny kiddo gets lots of luck.
That's true.
Damn, one more time. Nope, no.
Reading can be hard sometimes.
You notice it looks vaguely like what Tremere had on his armor, but you don't see the sun symbol and you can't read it.
Okay. Are there any holes in any of the boxes, or is it really good quality?
I mean, yeah, there's holes in some of the boxes because they're fucking wooden crates in like medieval fantasy. Yeah, they're not fantastic.
Okay, so like, can I have the familiar look in there at all? Because it's a small bird.
It is a small bird. The thing is, the familiar, like, it would be dark in there. The familiar wouldn't be able to see.
You're right. Shit, I got nothing.
I mean, I know someone who knows how to turn into a firefly.
That is true.
Scare the fuck out of that person.
Lawrence is not about to is not about to be very non-subtle with his chisel.
Oh my god, that would be great.
I mean, it's doable.
It's incredibly
It's
doable.
stupid.
I
If you're
mean,
gonna do that,
like,
we have an axe.
like
Whatever that is.
real talk, Lawrence. You could straight up, like, when you stop, offer to help them unload if that's what you want to do.
I mean, they're giving us a ride. It'd be the polite thing to do. So
True.
yeah, I would totally, offer to the driver.
So you guys are riding along, and like you're all sitting in the back of the wagon, right? So the world is coalescing in reverse to either of your sides. And after a while, but faster than you could walk, you start seeing more and more people just on the road, and soon you're in a crowd. More people than are in the village, more people than ever existed.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a lot of people.
I start whispering to
Lawrence
something
would
like,
be
and that
very,
one,
very
and that one
quiet.
has a funny hat, and that one looks like, and I just whispering to
Oh
something.
yeah, no, it's
Weird-looking
people like you've never seen before. Like there's people like Tula who are like obviously royalty, and like there's people like Tremere, but they're not wearing metal clothes. Like they've got like satchels, and they have carts and all kinds of stuff. There's people that look like Tula, but their skin is purple. There's like people with scales and like sharp teeth. You think maybe they're dragons? They look kind of like what you fought, Malcolm, but much bigger. There's people that look like Brayden. There's a lot of people that look like Brayden. Nobody looks like Connie.
I mean, it's hard to look like Connie because Connie's awesome.
Connie's keeping an eye out.
Lawrence is real quiet, trying to keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're all talking, we're just whispering to each other and
No.
stuff.
And several people like see you, and like you see like surprise on their face, and then like a lot of people wave.
Yeah, wave back.
And the more you draw attention to yourself, the more people start like coming closer to the cart, and so like, and then you see they have like baskets of stuff that they're offering, like flowers and like candied apples and like baked treats. Somebody's got like wooden swords.
Oh.
Pierce takes the wooden sword.
He holds his hand out expectantly.
I give him a high five.
He takes the sword back.
Nope.
Aww.
I look at Sog, I'm like, I thought that's what we did when people offered their hand out.
Malcolm shrugs.
Yeah.
I guess they have different customs.
Maybe. Or he just doesn't like high fives. What was that, Grace?
Who doesn't like high fives?
Exactly, and I hold my hand out.
Leave him hanging. Do it.
Wait, hand out to the crowd or hand out to the group?
To Connie.
I don't like you.
High five.
Okay.
Yeah.
They seem particularly enamored with Pierce.
Eh.
Like, Pierce, you're dressed more nicely than anyone else in the group, so you most likely have money.
I don't have any money.
Yeah, but they don't know that. They've written off the twins. Like,
Yeah, because anyone who approaches me, it's just gonna be high fives.
but yeah, people like as the cart pulls by, like you see them like holding out like stuffed animals, and by stuffed animals I mean like paper dolls, etc. Like I said, flowers, baked treats. Somebody is offering like sticks to the kids for like lances and swords and stuff.
I don't think I have anything. Not that I even know what that is.
Did we manage? I forget? Did we manage to dry the wool out at all?
No, you left it.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to leave it behind.
We were kind of freezing.
I thought people stuffed it in their shirts because warm.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's right.
What did you do with it? Last I heard, you got rid of it.
I guess it would still be in her shirt.
Yes.
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
So it probably would have dried with the rest of everything.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
gross.
So you have some wool.
I guess she's going to start trying to barter with it.
Okay. Make a charm roll, Connie.
No.
Did my
I
high
might
fives help at all?
No.
Okay. I had to try.
Oh, well.
You get
Anything in Harvard,
you get a
probably.
lot of like. Okay.
I wanted to see if I can get that sword.
You're not gonna get the sword.
Oh.
Well, you might get something there.
If you can get charm 2, you get the sword.
Okay.
Come on, Connie.
Oh.
No joy.
Alright.
Oh, well.
I tried.
Except, like, the people are like clearly disgusted with the tatty wool that you offer them, but you're a cute kid, so they're like being nice to you. Like, if somebody is willing to trade you for like a flower.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Connie now has a flower.
okay.
It's one of those.
Yay.
I don't know what they're called. I am sorry. Disney calls them lilies. The Snow White thing with the yellow pointy bits that come out of it.
Yeah.
Are those lilies or are those orchids?
Hold on.
You get one of
There's
those.
Yeah, that is a lily.
Okay, you get one of those.
Ooh, pretty.
You've never seen something like that before.
Say that was worth it.
I mean, just to be cute, can I ask for it and like put it in her hair?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
if you didn't do it, I was going
Except she's wearing a hood. That's the only thing. Like you have to
Yeah,
take the
she's
hood
wearing a
off to
hood.
do that.
Oh, nope. Never mind. Backtrack.
Connie's gonna ask the person what it's called. Like what the
Yeah.
plant's called.
She says that it's a lily.
Really. Thank you.
She looks like a
Handing off the
normal,
wool.
like the woman who has the flower. She looks like a normal person, but her ears are a little bit longer. She's got like hair that's a little bit too red, and she's got like freckles on her face.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Because I like Tika. And yeah, so in your peripheral, as the world keeps coalescing around the cart, you start to see tents. You see like strong men like hurling these like canvases up around these poles, and like you start to hear music and people are talking. They're not following the cart; they're like branching off into this. And you look to your left and right, and it's like 4 tents deep on each side.
Wow. Can let Braden
a
turn
lot of
around?
sense.
How-
It's
Castle
pretty
is-
busy.
Like this must be the city.
I mean, yeah.
What'd you say, Delta?
Can let Braden turn around and see how close the castle is to them now?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be here, right? So you turn around. The castle is still a good ways off.
So he just lets lockjaw Jesus how far is this thing?
How big is
so
the
many
city?
This is more people than you thought was in the world.
Yeah. So this is what the city's like.
And this is why Lawrence is sitting quiet. He's just staring. Just, oh.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Down, Brandon, you look around. The metal man is gone.
Oh.
Looking around, seeing if we could spot where he went.
Nope.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there is, in your field of vision, more people than you've ever seen. And it's always different people.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 99, 100.
Perfect.
Yeah.
How high can you count, Connie?
I mean, Pierce knows how, and Pierce probably taught her a little bit.
Yeah, how high can she count, Pierce?
She can count to 20.
There you go.
Like,
They didn't get that far.
it would probably take some work, but Connie could probably count to 1,000. So
After like hours.
you don't have a frame of reference for how big 1,000 is. But there's got to be at least 1,000 like over there, and then there's people over there, and like.
Pierce, what comes after 1,000?
Night follows.
What comes after 1,000?
Night follows mute.
1001.
There must be at least 1,001 people here.
1,000 is like how many berries there are in a barrel. Like 1,000 is a big number.
Do I even know how to count like period at all?
Like
So it's like 1, 2, maybe 3.
you can't count like Pierce can count, but you can
No, but-
you can see like there are more fish there than there are loaves of bread over there. There's this many fish and I have this many fingers. Like you can do that.
Yeah, it's probably just using my fingers to count. I get to like 5 because I'm using the other one to count, and I go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to count people as I go by.
But then you can also count fives.
Yeah.
Is it like there's 5 here, make that pile, there's 5 here, make that pile. Now I have 5 piles, that's 1, now I make another pile like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
5 fives. Hey Pierce, how many is 5 fives?
4 to 4
25.
hands, that's terrible.
Anywho.
Small thing kid?
Yo.
Is there anyone that looks like Rock'em and Sock'em that we see?
There's a couple people that look like Dad Laya.
Oh. I think the first time I see him, it's like, oh shit, that lies. Oh wait, no.
I will say this: your paw is bigger.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yes.
See, actually bigger is this perspective trick.
You're like they're sitting on a cart.
Yeah, that
That'll do
gives
it.
us probably what, a good
But also
3
like
feet.
Andreas is a big dude, so
Yeah.
Something my dad could beat up your dad.
yes.
Not inaccurate.
I imagine Rockover talking saying that, and the rest of the group's like, no shit.
Yeah, that's probably come up at least 10 times. Oh. Yeah, 10 times. Not that I know what that number technically is. I can count 5.
You see like a random ass little kid like climbs up on the back of the cart with you guys, and he's holding like a stack of like tree leaves, but they're like white and brown. And he holds
kind
one
of tree
out
is
to
that?
you, and it's got pictures on it.
I'll tell you.
You take it?
I would take one and ask, what's this?
You look at it. It's got pictures on it.
Yeah, I asked the kid, what is
Pictures
this?
of what?
Piers, you know that those pictures are words.
Oh. What does the one that thing. It Rockham has it in his hand.
Yeah, you see me like hold it there for a second. I flip it upside down. I
Mm-hmm.
flip the other side. I just because I don't know.
Can I tell it that
Kid like
way?
jumps down and fucks off.
Yeah.
We now have 2 leaves with words.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
What was that name?
You have what?
We now have 2 leaves with pictures.
I mean, technically you have 3 because Salcom has that thing with the college on it, College of Eversong.
I'm gonna pass my paper off to someone else.
But yeah, it's Pierce.
Here's take it, and
Oh, yours.
can
make
I
it-
see what?
Make a comprehend roll. You have to get 1.
I have to get one. That should be easy. Don't say that.
You
Don't,
just jinxed yourself so hard.
boy.
Well done.
I'm gonna use a lot because I am irritated with myself.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, there you go.
It's words, it's writing, but it's weird. It's like every so often one of the letters is a picture for some reason. There's also like pictures drawn on the border of the words, and there's pictures like in the middle of the words. It's weird.
Can I see what word it tries to say?
Yeah, you can read it. It's
What does
like
it say?
at the top it says come ye one and all. It says Duke, and then it's like a bunch of letters that don't make any sense together. It's somebody's name. Hereby wishes to honor and thank those who saved our duchy from the threat of a lot more letters that you don't understand together. And then it's written really weird. It's not like how your mom writes things. It says like after the second name, it says like the scourge of fire, 1,000 teeth, like the mouth of hell, like whatever the fuck that means, like.
Oh, so they went to Paris.
Exactly. And it says like to honor the exploits of more words you don't understand, and then it's got pictures, and like these pictures are not well done, but one of them is the symbol that Lawrence is carrying.
I'd hold it out to Lawrence to say.
Yeah, I've been looking that over. It's like, wait a minute.
Were you reading that out loud?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I look to Lawrence. You have 1,000 teeth?
If I did, it's news to me.
I mean, we knew you could breathe fire, but
And
come on.
like we the audience know that it's a bunch of crests.
There are?
But the only one you recognize has Lawrence's symbol on it.
Are there pictures on the other crests?
Yeah, there's pictures in the other crest, but it's nothing you've seen before.
Fair enough.
Huh.
Actually,
Is there anything on the other side of the
Actually, Connie, make a contact roll.
Oh boy.
You need
Uh-oh.
2.
No.
Try it again.
Set it to 0. It's bugged.
So that won't take. Look if it's bugged.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't leave any of your skills blank. Set them to 0. Okay. Nope.
Okay, now I'm using luck.
Okay. Got 1. You gonna let that stand with 1?
You feeling lucky?
Why do I suddenly have negative 16 luck points?
Shouldn't.
What?
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 Hang on. Let's see. Let's see. I used. Alright,
I didn't know it could go that low.
1 more luck and that's it.
Okay.
Come on. Oh.
No idea.
One of the pictures looks familiar, Connie, but nothing you recognize.
I mean, can I at least find out what it is, if not what it means?
No.
Fair enough.
So,
How far do we want to go in here?
as far as we can, because as far as Pierce is concerned, he doesn't want to get lost in the crowd of people.
Yep. We're not having a cornfield situation again.
Or Canadian situation.
Except
more and more people the further in we go.
Mm-hmm.
We can always,
Mind you, the people offering you stuff as you pass has not stopped.
yeah. The high fives have slowed down, but not stopped.
Ooh, shiny.
Rockham, you see a tent. Like the men are at the back putting the tents up, but as you come in, the tents have stuff in them. And you've been noticing this while Pierce has been reading. Like, there's one tent that's got like a bunch of like sideways barrels on it, and it's got like, most of them have tables out in front, and then that one has like a bunch of cups out in front of it. There's one that's got like a bunch of flowers, but what I want to draw your attention to is one of them is full of like metal pointy implements. Not weapons, but like
I mean, it's metal and pointy.
axes, farming tools.
See, that'd get my attention.
Yeah.
Outside of Sockham, who's closest to me? Outside of Sockham, who's closest to me?
Out of who in Sockham?
Who's closest to him?
Other than Sockham.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are pretty like you're sitting on the back of a wagon. You're all pretty close together.
Whoever wants to be, I'm just tapping them on the shoulder and like, look, look, look.
That's the biggest cleaver I've ever seen.
You have any of that sheep stuff left?
The dude behind the counter, who, you're as big as this dude, Rockham. And like he sees you looking and he like waves. He's got like a red flannel shirt on. He's got like big old arms on him. He's got a chestnut beard.
I'm a lumberjack.
Yes,
man.
precisely. And he like waves at you, Rockham.
If my eyes could get any bigger, they'd fall out of my head.
He gestures you over.
I kind of look at the others, look back to him, because we're still in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
You guys mind walking?
I guess.
Kind of quickly glancing, see if anyone gives me a hard no.
Sockham
How far
shoves you
is
out of the
this castle
cart.
still?
Sockham shoves you out of the cart and picks up Pierce and jumps out of the cart.
There you go. There you go.
Fair enough.
Howdy, hop up.
Ah, crap. Here we go.
Like Sockham.
And Connie, I'm gonna need you to make a sneak roll.
Oh no.
You're dropping about 3 feet in a robe, and you have a tail.
Oh no.
This should be fun.
Oh dear.
Not stand, Connie?
Nope.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So not only do you land like behind Braden's cloak, and yeah, you're fine.
I'm gonna pick myself up off the floor.
Yep.
Or the ground in this case.
Mud.
Walk over.
It was dry ground before, and now it's thick, dark mud. Really, really, really good for playing in, but
I mean, it's
Yeah, this
like
isn't-
remembering what the tiefling bard had said. I can't remember his name.
Tristan.
Where?
Tristan had said. I'd probably suggest to Connie you maybe want to use that cloak thing that he gave you.
Yeah.
Just wiping mud off my face. I don't really care about my clothes. Whatever.
Scare! Poof.
Yeah. So the hood disappears, and mind you, Connie, the hood disappears when you do this. There's an obvious magical effect, and Lumberjack Bro is looking right at you.
Oh heck.
She's still behind my cloak.
You wanna wait on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna
was
wait for
hoping-
that.
Her
I could, like,
tail is
distract him
behind your
from running
cloak,
over.
Braden. She's not.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
can
yeah,
be a distraction.
No.
tucking my tail up under my cloak as best I can.
Yeah, no, totally. So you guys like trounce up to this thing, and the dude like greets you. He does the like double arm open like hello, and then like puts his hands on his hips. You know,
Still wiping mud off my face.
like I imagine this dude is played by who played
Travis.
This is a dumb question. Who played Robin Hood in Men in Tights?
Kevin Costner.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Kevin
look.
Costner.
Him.
It's the same guy that was in Princess Bride, right?
Yes. I picture like that dude gained like 20 pounds of muscle for this role,
Nice.
and that's this dude.
Oh, you're asking for who played Robin Hood in it? That was Carrie Eels.
Carrie Eels, yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, I was going to suggest like maybe Montana out of Battleborn, but
Also good. Another one would be if like Chris Pratt but older would be good.
Yeah.
So Chris Pratt add 20 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just looking over every item I can see right now, just like.
He's got
Highlight.
Lawrence, you know this immediately. This is a handyman.
Yeah.
And but he's looking at Rockham, not you, and he says, "Something I can do for you. You obviously work the land."
I gotta pause for a moment, realizing, oh yeah, there's a person here.
Wait, huh?
And I mean, I have this, and I show him. I'm not gonna like draw an arrow or anything. I just show him the bow.
He says, he nods. He says, "Woodworker's up that way," and like points the way the cart was going.
quickly runs over to try and jump back on the cart.
Cart's long gone.
Cart's
There's
gone.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
sea of people between you and the cart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
that was a decision, and it was made for us.
Here's the thing, like, now that he's got a good look at you, he realizes that you're the same age as the others, and he goes, like, he's nodding, he's like, the audience can see he's like, I fucked up, I'm not gonna make a sale here. Fuck. He says,
What you're saying is I need a mustache.
yes! He says,
Mustache in a trench coat.
are you here with your parents? Need anything worked on?
And, you know, I'll clear my throat. It's like, actually, I tend to do the work when it comes to all of our stuff.
God. Make
Are
a
you
charm
doing
roll.
a
Make
voice or-
make a charm roll. I hope to God you fail this.
Well, I kind of hope too.
Oh my god.
Hang on. Let me pull my character sheet back up.
Oh dear.
Actually,
What's your
I
charm
don't know if this
again?
would work.
Okay. Yeah. So he looks at you and he smiles and he goes, "Of course you do." He looks right back at Rockham.
And Lawrence is actually going to be annoyed about that. Just like, oh, come on.
See, the best part is right as he looks back to Rockham, I'm like, is there like a tool I can just be holding and looking at?
No, and it's behind him.
Oh, okay.
But
Then
you
I'm
could be
probably
staring at
pointing at
something.
something.
Yeah. He
Yeah, I'm
like,
probably pointing at something. Look to Lawrence and say,
what
does
is it?
that do?
what is it?
Just,
What is it?
I'll use that. It's just some random. It's probably something big.
Wow. So given who your dad is, it's probably a lumber axe.
Yeah, there we go.
It's like a steel-headed lumber axe set into like a really nice oak handle that's been stained and treated, and like pulls it off and he holds it out to you. It's heavy for you, which means that Connie probably couldn't lift it.
Probably weighs as much.
So
as
it's probably a 15, 18 pound axe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
He says, "For the price, you won't find better quality in all the realms."
Lawrence would visibly
pause the word
wince
price.
at price.
So I know like trading is kind of a thing from what I know, but
What?
do I know the word price?
Probably
like-
not. No.
Yeah.
Or no, you would because you pay for other things, just not with money.
Yeah. I kind of set it down on. I assume he has some sort of counter or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It's gotta
start
be a small.
feeling my pockets, like not knowing what it. Like he knows what he has on. I'm just thinking, like, what can I give this guy?
Mm-hmm. It says, he glances at Lawrence. He says, "You won't find anything like this, you or your family, back where you come from. without saying it, you fucking yokels. Like,
Lawrence is at least, probably experienced enough to look over the tools and go, yeah, this is better than what I've got.
it's not.
It isn't? What?
Mm-mm.
Like, it's same quality? Or is
You could do better. It would take you longer, but you could do better.
And, at that point, I'd probably just...
I've got mine at home.
And he's still looking at Rockham. He says, "This is a nice axe, and your parents will be very, very proud to have it for, let's say, 5 gold pieces."
Oh god.
And at that point, Lawrence would be nudging Rock and going,
Wait, gold pieces?
What's a gold piece?
Lawrence would be nudging him harder, just, slightly shaking his head, like, no.
I mean, you probably can't drag me out of here, but
I mean, I can't, but...
Yeah, so you say...
I can leave it obvious we're getting scammed.
Yeah, you say, like, what's a gold piece? And he, like, he doesn't show it, because he's, trying to make a sale. He goes...
But he probably...
Right, forgive me, you're not from around here. 5 chickens, perhaps a young calf?
No.
I'll be back.
At that point, Lawrence is like, no.
He goes all the way back and goes to leave, assuming going to hunt down some animals.
Just downright elbow talking at the ribs.
I like to imagine is comically pushing and pulling on Rockin' as he can.
Yes!
The whole
Standing there, like, punching him to try and get him to move.
As soon as we're outside, I say, "All right, we need to find a way to get 5 chickens."
No.
Junk.
Did you see that though? It looks awesome.
I would rather eat.
Rock, it's crap. I can do better than that. It'd take me a
Have I?
while.
Have I ever seen him with an axe?
Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fixes your dad's tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I hold my hand out. 4 chickens. For you to make me an axe.
We'll talk when we get home.
And
I have 5.
you're holding out 5
Keep going.
Just gonna say, where you going? Diggins.
And I have to be real quick though.
Okay.
Be right back.
And so you guys turn toward the castle. You can't see the castle.
Oh.
Someone put a giant stone wall between you and the castle. And this thing is like bigger than the trees in the forest.
Oh.
I mean,
And it was not there last time.
Yeesh.
That's the big wall.
I don't think we're climbing that.
so
And there's like 10 rows of tents between you and the wall still.
How high do you
we,
think that is?
check if people are going through the wall somewhere?
Yes. Oh, you look. There's a big hole in the wall. It's got doors on it.
There's our way in.
yeah.
Well, what's the point of having a wall if you're gonna put a hole in it?
I mean, you've got to get in and out some way.
I mean,
Yeah, but that completely. Then there's no point in the wall if you're getting in and out in anyway.
Maybe it's safer here, or it can be.
Sarah, there's a big ass
Yeah.
door there.
Connie, Grandma's house has doors.
Grandma's house does have doors.
It also has walls.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, there's probably a big ass door there.
Why make it this fucking huge then?
Like I said, we're not climbing that.
Also, for what it's worth, Lawrence has been working on that wall back at the village.
Now, you ain't been
Oh,
working
yeah.
on anything
But
like
nothing
this.
like this.
Yeah, no.
About that wall.
There's people walking around on top of the walls?
how did they get up there?
Maybe they can fly.
Stairs on the inside. Stairs somewhere.
Tries to shout up at them. Hey, how'd you get up there?
You are way too far away.
That's not going to stop them.
Okay, like a whole lot of people like turn to look at you,
Oh,
And then look up where you're shouting.
They look at, it's like you're not in front of the wall. You're basically shouting, "Hey, how did you get up there?" from the bottom of a basketball court, and you're asking someone in the parking lot.
so we're.
I realize there's people looking at me. It's like an immediate red face pulls up the hood, like kind of.
Let's just get out of here.
Is he almost as red as Connie?
No,
I mean, yes.
Redder.
It would feel like it.
no, because you turn purple, not red.
Aye. Fair enough.
So Lawrence,
Yeah.
make a move roll for me.
Okie dokie. Move. Boop.
Yeah, you guys are walking along, and like some like kid about your age like trundles into you.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
You don't have a frame of reference.
No, but I do know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one with the pouch. Crap.
I'm the only one not aware of what's going on.
So yeah, like some teenager like almost knocks you down, Lawrence. And he like helps you up. He's like, sorry, and yeah, disappears back into the crowd.
Okay, what am I missing?
I'm back.
Oh,
What am I freaking missing?
And what would be like something loose on your belt? He's not gonna take your hammer.
No, I mean that thing's a two-hander in the first place.
Probably
Loose?
like your most expensive tool. Probably like your chisel.
Probably.
Dang it.
Yeah, because that would take that thing probably took me a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like pat
Well, then
myself
you
down.
must
Like, what the
have-
hell? Just
You wouldn't know to pat yourself down.
well,
No,
I'd
I
be
said,
just
like,
myself
sweep
off
the
going,
dust.
what the heck was that?
Fine,
any
make
of
a
that-
comprehend roll.
So like,
Would any of us have seen
Okay.
this happen? Or
Yeah,
is it the
you saw
crowd?
the kid knock Lawrence down. Seemed like an accident.
Would
There's a
we-
lot of people here.
Would we
Did
have
he
seen it in his
Wait,
head?
Anybody else needs a comprehend of 2. Lawrence only needs 1.
Damn. I'm not looking.
I'm gonna luck that in the first place because I'm not losing my freaking chisel.
Okay.
for
Dang it.
funsies. Yeah, didn't think so.
Hey!
Yeah. Okay. Of course, the fucking thief knows this trick. Of course.
Poetic. That's poetic.
Yeah, it's fucking.
that's my trick.
Can I get away with him being a 3 and it's like before he disappears in the crowd? I'd like take off after him.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So Lawrence is patting himself down. You guys are like making sure Lawrence is okay because you saw him fall, and you look around and Brayden is gone.
Ah,
Brayden?
crap. Lost him again.
Brayden.
Brayden!
Brayden!
You guys stay here. I'll go see if I can find Brayden. I'm not
Stay
gonna go
here.
far. I'm gonna go like
You gotta
10
make a
paces away
move
and
roll to go through the crowd.
I mean, bring it.
Okay.
Where is the move?
You're going to leave the group of small children alone.
I'm only going like. I mean, Sokka's staying with you guys. So.
This is gonna
I
be
mean,
the cornfield all
you
over
can
again.
you can push through the crowd. It's hard. You go about
Yeah.
3 people deep. You can't see the others anymore, and you decide to go back.
Yeah, that's right. Like I said, I was only going out a few steps to see if I can catch him before he fucks off.
Nope.
No,
Brayden,
I'm going.
Brayden, make a sneak roll.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you get, add 1 because of your boots. So 2.
Okay, so 2.
So Brayden, yeah, you're like working your way through this crowd and super quietly. You're following this kid. You didn't even get a look at the kid. You just saw his cloak and you knew the trick. And so you're following that cloak and through this crowd. And yeah, he like goes between a couple of tents where there's like 3 other kids waiting. And they like gather around when he comes close and he shows them the chisel. And they're like glaring at each other, like what the fuck? And the kid just throws it over his shoulder.
And it just lands in front of me.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I'll pick it back up and then try and head back to the others. Oh shit.
Okay.
Probably a good thing I didn't show.
If you want to give me a luck point, I want to offer you a GM idea.
The kids probably have valuable loot.
Or Nightfall can do it. Turnabout is fair play, Brayden.
Smash them.
Okay, I'll try and pickpocket them then.
Okay. And which one are you after?
The one
Like,
that took the
there's 4 young boys standing in a circle.
The one that has the bigger pouch.
Okay. Yeah. Make a sneak roll. You can't use your cloak for this. Like, you can use your cloak to get close, but this is to actually, like, deftly take it, and your cloak's not going to help you there.
Right.
Please don't fuck this up. You're gonna get beaten up.
What's the Sly Cooper line? No honor, no skill, and steal
Well,
it from
to be
normal
fair,
people?
Brayden does have the body of a Goliath, apparently.
No. He's the 3rd biggest of the group.
Yeah.
He's a half-orc, but he's not twins big.
He
I
just,
mean, he has the
So-
same body that.
I believe in you, Braden. You got this.
So what? So make 2 rolls a sneak to get close, and then one to
No,
actually take it. Or...
just one sneak.
Okay.
Pickpocket is over.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Wow.
okay, that I would say
Like a fart in the wind.
that.
Yeah, so, like, I just love the image of my head of they're just like, oh, you got a chisel? What the fuck is that? You throw it down, you pick it up, you turn to leave, and then something in your head just goes, I'm gonna show these amateurs. And you, like, fucking creep up behind the kid, you take out your knife, you cut his coin pouch, and you're gone in the crowd before he reaches for it.
Nice.
Bum as a bitch.
Nicely done.
I just imagine
That
like
is
coming
a bit
out of the
weird.
crowd to let the rest of them like chuck the chisel back at Lawrence, and I just hold up the coin pouch like, yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Rockham is gone.
Boink, boink.
I mean,
Clink, clink, clink.
And so you guys are like
Morphe
looking
tucking
around for
chisel back.
Rockham, or you guys are looking around for Brayden, and all of a sudden Brayden is standing in the middle of your group.
Makes sense.
Where'd you go?
just take the chisel back. Oh, baby, I'll never leave you again. I'm so sorry.
It's, I hold up the coin pouch and like clink it, and then put it in my pouch, or like put the Well, I'll check the contents, obviously.
You're gonna check the contents of it.
Yes.
Roll 3d20 for me.
oh shit.
Oh dear.
You just stole somebody's like allowance for the year.
Plot twist from a small
Well,
boy.
no, they've been working the crown for 2 days.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was
Yeah.
Roll high.
Oh wow.
bad. That ain't bad.
You get 25 silver and 3 gold.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And now Pierce probably has a heart attack.
Dude,
Nicely
that actually-
done.
That's
Not there,
a
but-
lot of money.
It's, I'd say to like all of them, keep your belongings close. That kid that knocked you down was a thief.
Thank you for getting it back. And Lawrence is tucking everything away tight.
Hey, now we can get that wooden sword.
Pierce is holding his book a little closer.
Connie has one hand on her back.
Mm-hmm. Just a point, Brayden, and you would know to tell them this. Making a note of the valuable thing makes you a target.
Ooh.
So, like, if Pierce is hugging his book, and people are gonna go for the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say like keep an eye on your belongings, but don't make it obvious. So it's like you've got it, don't make it obvious that it's valuable.
I like to imagine Sockham is just staring at the
Like,
machete now.
like Brayden, like the twins would know this for sure. Brayden might. Like, thieves are not always subtle. Like, you make too much of a show of it. Like, there might be force. So you guys walking towards the city? Or the
Did I catch
wall,
up with
rather?
everyone?
You can't see the castle anymore. You can see the wall.
Yeah.
Did I
Walk
manage to
towards
catch
the
up?
big hole in the wall.
What, Brayden?
Did I manage to catch up to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Y'all stayed together.
Cool.
So yeah, so as you guys are walking, now that you have some coin, you see, like, we know them as vendors, but you see, like, grown-ups and some kids in, like, matching clothes, like, outside these tents, and there's, like, stuff in the tents. And there's one, like, there seems to be, like, games, like stacks of cups that you throw balls at, and, like, darts with like, filled bladders.
Those look fun.
Cool.
Do we want to try one?
Shouldn't we
Can we check what there is to win?
Yeah, stuffed animals, toy weapons. Interestingly, small animals is another popular prize. Treats like food.
Hey, look, goldfish.
I can win the 5 chickens.
You could win the 5 chickens.
I mean,
Come
no.
full circle.
Marbles, yeah, Scotsman's got it. Bag of marbles.
You said surprisingly something and then got cut off.
Yeah, sorry. Surprisingly, it's not a game, but there is a it's like a wooden. It's not a tent. It's like a wooden cabinet on wheels, and it's got like a bunch of like bottles hanging off of it with liquid in it.
Huh. We want to check a couple of these out, guys? Could be fun.
I mean, I think Braden would like try and win a bag of the marbles because marbles.
You want to get a bag of marbles?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. And so it's probably like some small game of skill that's heavily in favor of the house. So
The entire time, Pierce is like, we should save our money, guys.
so it's a copper piece to try. You don't have any copper pieces.
Can we get change for a silver?
I was going to say, can I hold it a silver and ask, can I get like copper for this?
Make a
'Cause I
charm
don't
roll
know-
to make sure you don't get cheated.
And failing that, make a comprehend roll.
Yes.
Okay.
You have luck,
I've got a lot of comprehend.
I believe.
You could also have somebody with more charm do it. Pierce
Or
could also
force,
do it without
if anything.
charm. Pierce could do it with mind.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
I'm terrible.
So just roll mind.
No, it would be for you. It would be. Whew. Let me check the skills.
Calculate, maybe?
Calculate.
Yeah, calculate. I think.
Okay,
Good,
I can
good
do
call,
calculate.
guys.
Yeah, I'll do calculate. Oh
Oh.
You were
Okay,
saying.
I guess I'll luck my charm.
Okay, you look yours and then I'll look mine if it doesn't work.
You only have
Comprehend roll for
one
everybody else.
die for charm. You're not gonna get that, mate.
Nah.
I can try.
Okay.
Comprehend for anybody else, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go ahead and try
I'll give it a
charm.
shot. Nope.
No, it's only comprehend for Pierce.
Oh.
It's charm for you guys.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
charm for you as well,
yeah,
Connie.
There we go.
Oh,
So Connie, you'll know that. Well, there you go.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it? Well, I mean
Take
that works, right? Because they think you're an adult.
Yeah.
Oh.
You think you say like, and we need to make change, and yeah, he gives you like he doesn't give you the full change because he doesn't have it. And like you offer him a silver, he can only give you like 50 copper.
Right.
He just doesn't have it. Are you willing to take that?
I mean, we could just get free reign of the game.
Yeah.
That's true. You guys could all go ham on the game.
Yeah.
No, dear.
Just hog it for hours and hours.
The change
Apples at the arcade.
You could
Yeah,
also
exactly.
like you could also win some brownie points and open it up to the other kids.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just saying.
So,
I'll
like,
with that.
Let's do that.
the 50 rolls that we're not able to get is change. So like kind of everybody goes for it.
Yeah.
We can all have a turn, and then whatever's left we can give to the other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, what sort of prizes are here?
Mostly like medieval bric-a-brac. So bags of marbles, glass marbles, which is something you've never seen before.
Oh man.
Shiny.
And some like gaudy like costume jewelry, wooden weapons, like flyers for the festival, little like baked treats. Like the grand prize is like a puppy.
That's dangerous.
But we already have a
Well,
Connie is so trying for that puppy.
I think we all are. Let's be real.
I mean, no, Braden's going for the marbles because if we ever get chased, like drop marbles behind us.
oh god.
Okay, so you're already on the barbarian.
And also because they're glass. For you.
Yes.
I mean, the puppy's pretty adorable.
Puppy,
so what do we
puppy.
need to
What do
roll
I
for
what do I need to roll to get puppy?
That is a sentence.
There's our tagline.
It's going to be a game of chance, and dexterity. So it's going to be probably a move roll from all of you. 1 success gets the marbles, 2 successes gets a treat, and 5 successes gets the puppy.
Jesus. Okay.
There's 1. 3 from Rock.
Well, there you go. I've got my marbles.
Puppy.
I mean, we got a total.
We're gonna lose
right
this puppy
there.
so fast. I'm just saying. It's gonna be a puppy and gone.
I mean, I've got the twine. We can always make a makeshift lead.
I mean, how many times
And I
can we
got
roll
the
this?
rest of
Because
the
like
rope,
we
too.
paid 50 copper for
Yeah, and like you guys paid for a lot.
this, so we don't use any luck for this technically.
No, you don't.
Well, I've got my marbles, so.
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna
get your marbles. Lawrence, you get your marbles. Salcom, you get a treat, and something else small that you want. Just name it.
One of the could be like one of the weapon things.
Yeah, so you get like a wooden sword and like a
Braiding it's more
it's autumn, so like a berry tart.
Can I try again, or do I have to luck it?
You can try again, but like understand, like if you guys do this too long, you're gonna like.
Yeah.
Miss out.
Just one
I'm
more
gonna
thing.
do-
Okay, that's all I'm doing.
One more from me.
How many did
How
we
many
need for the
the
puppy?
marbles?
How big are the marbles? Not very big.
No, it was more how many. Why?
How many?
Oh,
How many?
like 5 each time.
Oh wow.
So I've got 50 marbles.
I'm only gonna go once. I'm good.
Lawrence would be handing his over to
So you
Brady.
got 20 marbles.
Okay.
I'm gonna break my the pastry thing I got, break it in half, eat one half, and give the other half to
Salcom.
Connie.
Oh, to Connie.
Yeah, so can make that whole pie the other day. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I ain't forgotten.
I think Salk like holds his hand out for it, and then you give it to Connie, and he's just like,
And then I give him a high five.
yeah, exactly.
He gets big sad puppy eyes.
Now, here's the other thing, Brockham. Every vendor around here just saw you give a silver piece to that games vendor.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Everybody wants to be your friend.
Damn right they do.
Everybody is like, come over here, try this game, or like, hey, have you seen what we're offering? It's crazy.
Where's
You
the
thought that puppy was
Is there anything here that's a mental game at all?
No.
No, okay.
I mean, yes, for like the grown-ups, there's like cards.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
just to say, you know.
Yeah, 3 card freaking money.
Give your
Yeah.
fake mustache.
I'm a kid. I'm gonna get cheated pretty fast.
any feats of strength?
Yes, actually, but nothing that they're gonna let the Goliath try.
I mean, bring it.
If we pay another piece of silver to that, they'll let us.
I mean, I'd probably say if they all like look and
We have 50 copper.
like trying to call us over, I think Braden would go dead shy and like try and start moving away.
Yo, now
I'm gonna try the strength one just one time.
One thing I do want to draw your all attention to is like 3 stalls down from the game booth. There's just an entire like fantasy land of candy.
Oh god.
Yeah, what have you done?
I'm well aware of what I have done.
Oh no.
Where's the cotton candy?
It's not cotton candy.
I know.
It's just
I know.
like
It is not very floss.
It's
It is
just
everything
like-
else.
lollies the size of your head.
Are the
go.
kids gonna get their first taste of chocolate?
Potentially, it's expensive.
God.
I mean,
I would
They also
visit.
have coffee.
Coffee?
What's a coffee?
Do we want to go find out?
Coffee or toffee?
Coffee. Well, toffee as well.
I think we should keep going to the city.
I mean,
Lolly
one-
as
one
big
small thing
as
each?
your head, Pierce.
You're also a kid. I mean,
Lawrence should be moving down there.
He's
and
trying very hard not to, then.
I just pick him up and like
Lawrence,
keep going.
Lawrence, can you make a comprehend roll for me, please?
Yes. One moment.
What is this thing and why does it smell so delicious?
But no, that wasn't what I'm. That's not what I'm going for. Hang on.
I'm gonna look that.
Thought you might.
God damn it, I will.
Oh dear.
Pierce, actually, you can also
Dang
make
it.
this roll now that I
Luck
think
it
about
again.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
Golly. Okay.
Zero has spoken.
it. Okay. You don't notice it
Yeah.
then. Never mind.
Dang.
How much is this stuff?
Yeah, the candy.
It's
Because if it's too expensive,
It's like shockingly expensive. There's these little like brown things that don't have a smell to them, and it's like a silver piece for one.
A silver
Give
for
it-
coffee.
give it an extra-
Holy shit.
Give it
No,
an
it's
extra
not a
sniff.
coffee bean.
Oh, it's just straight up coffee.
It's a confection of some
Chocolate
description.
covered coffee bean.
Ooh.
And it doesn't smell like anything. I'm more interested in the giant lollipops.
It's the way I would imagine it is that like cartoon thing when a character gets like a whiff and they start floating towards it.
No, that's the bakery that you passed already.
Oh.
Damn.
I mean, you can go back.
No.
maybe. We'll think about it.
How much is a bag of toffee?
A bag of coffee?
Toffee.
Toffee. A bag of
Yes.
coffee will probably run you about 20 copper.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure we could share that.
I'm,
yeah,
just,
we can
I'm,
spare that.
I'm
Two.
just gonna throw this out right now. There's also popcorn, which is something that you're familiar with.
Ooh.
I'm more interested in the giant lollipop, I'll be honest.
The giant lollipop is 2 copper.
Any fudge?
2 copper, that's it?
Yeah, it's just
the twins are
sugar.
getting the twins are
Okay,
getting giant
yeah,
lollipops.
this isn't that bad.
Toffee is easy to make for that matter, so.
Okay,
I'm gonna make a
so
list of our
let's see.
shopping.
we're getting 2 bags of toffee and a giant lollipop each.
Okay.
Oh god.
Any sign of saltwater taffy?
I mean, it is a port city, so yes. But you don't know what saltwater taffy is. But yeah, there's this weird like stick. There's these weird like paper wrapped little drops. Looks like honey.
It was two
There's
each.
a lot of stuff here you've never seen before.
It was 2 each. For
Oh god.
So that's
2 each for lollipop?
40.
I
was
thought,
2.
I thought everyone was getting a lollipop.
Yeah, but it's 2 copper.
Oh, I'm not listing
Oh,
prices.
right, no, I read that as like 1 thing each. Right, I mean,
No worries.
so what? That's.
There's popcorn.
See, I'm biased because Bright hates popcorn.
Wait, really? You don't like popcorn?
I hate the stuff. I can't stand it.
So a bag of popcorn is 1 copper. For 5 copper, you can get a bag of popcorn so big that you have to carry it on your shoulder.
Oh,
We're getting
I mean-
a bag of popcorn. I'm
we're
sorry.
so
When in doubt, buy in bulk.
Yeah,
This is
because
why you
Chloe
don't send your
was-
kids to do shopping.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, here's an idea. Any caramel apples?
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh,
dang.
how much are the caramel apples?
There's caramel apples that you know of with like the gold coating, and then there's one with like a brown coating.
Candy apples. Oh god.
I'm dying.
Oh wait, brown coating. Chocolate coating
Chocolate.
apples?
Not
And you
that
said
dark.
the toffee
Okay.
bags were 20 copper a piece?
20 copper
Yeah.
piece.
40, that's what we're at so far.
Pierce freaking being our accountant.
Yep.
Hey, mister, how much are the caramel apples?
The caramel apples are 3 copper.
Right.
Can I borrow 3 copper?
I mean, right, hold on. We're getting all our ideas together first so we know how much we need.
Yeah.
I remind you, you only have 2 hands. By the way, Pierce, your fucking familiar has fucked off to the back of the tent. You need to go find that thing.
No,
Just, oh dear god.
I don't have anything in sneak or body, so I am not getting behind that counter.
You don't have to get behind the counter. The tent is like a big, like, circus tent.
Oh, it's,
And
so
it's just,
big open-
it's just
a
a
big open
wonderland
tent.
of candy.
Oh god. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna
it's
go
just
around
nothing but
and start looking
cracks.
for it in the
Oh.
back.
So you
How
go
much
in the
copper
you go
is
in the back, and
Oh, no.
the magpie is like sitting on a shelf beside the biggest pretzel you've ever seen.
Oh no.
No.
How expensive is pretzel?
It's got a red and white like dust on it. It is bigger than your shoulders. Here's.
Oh crap!
How
Wait, what is
expensive is it?
It's 8 copper.
We're gonna make her
That's it?
sick at this rate, Jesus.
We are going to die, and we'll die happy.
We're gonna have to start
better than dying
making
on
body rolls to avoid the cavities.
There ain't no roll to avoid cavity at this point.
Okay, so
Yeah,
like I reach
exactly.
up and
This
try to
is
grab the
roll to
bird.
avoid sugar crash.
And what, Pierce?
I'd reach up and try to grab the bird from the shelf.
Is it make a investigate roll for me, Pierce?
Oh dear.
Boy.
You gonna let that stand?
I'm gonna look it.
Okay.
What have you done?
If I was in your position, I would be really tempted to lick my favorite.
Boom!
Touch
Yeah,
the pretzel
so
and
you
lick
go
my
to like
finger and
reach for
find
the
out what it is.
pretzel up on the shelf, and you happen to glance. There's 4 different varieties of pretzel.
Oh no!
Oh.
We're gonna run out of money. Kid, I want to know what was going through your head the moment you came up with this idea, just sitting there.
Oh dear.
Kids City Candy Shop.
Yeah.
It's, like this is not a hard series of events,
Like,
frankly.
This was going to happen regardless of the matter of when.
Thought of it. Like the second you thought of eyes went wide, you're like, oh my god, yes, is what I'm imagining.
Just,
I mean, if we really want
the heavens
to-
opened up and
Suddenly goes
choirs
the
of
size
angels
of,
sang hallelujah.
Connie,
saucers.
Connie, you're about to bite into the apple, and you realize that Pierce is gone.
Pierce? Pierce? Looking for Pierce.
Lawrence would notice, Connie calling for him and probably follow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to draw a lollipop.
you buy a lollipop, okay?
I'm attempting to draw a
Ooh,
lollipop.
licorice.
It's wrapped.
Hey,
It's
Pierce,
wrapped in paper.
Pierce.
So what are the different varieties that there are?
You don't know.
Like what do they look like?
One of them has mud on it.
Oh dear.
How much is that one?
12 copper. I almost said 12 silver.
Ooh, that would have been real pricey.
At the rate we're going,
And there's
I'm gonna
one.
have
There's
both of
one that looks just like plain, but it has sugar on it.
I'm getting flashbacks of funnel cake at the carnival.
Hang
Oh
on.
god.
And the
Right.
and the last one doesn't seem to be made of bread.
Huh?
Oh dear.
What's it made of?
Funnel cake. It's basically a churro pretzel.
Okay,
Oh
I want
god.
the funnel cake pretzel.
Okay.
Kid, are you trying to kill us?
Yes.
How much is the one that I want?
The funnel cake pretzel.
Yes.
That is 15 copper.
Oh,
Bad.
Okay, so I'm adding 7 to the original thing because I already added 8.
Okay.
Someone's gonna have to tear us out of here. Jesus.
Yeah. Probably
So-
later.
so-
I mean,
so-
at this point, we can't carry anything else. So,
So Connie, you see Pierce
58.
like staring like Frodo at the One Ring at this gigantic pretzel.
73 copper.
wow.
I want.
The magpie looks incredibly pleased with
What's
itself.
going? Oh.
I went this one, and I went this one, and I went this one, and I can't carry
Only
that.
carry so
we
much.
can't carry all this.
Okay.
You look back at the counter, and the vendor has like a crate lined with paper with all the stuff you wanted in it.
Why would you do this to us?
Score. We don't have to worry about. We don't have to worry about just juggling everything.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Like when you're looking, he just reaches over and drops a bunch of gumballs into it.
Oh god.
How much are we adding for that?
He's not giving you a price. He's just putting gumballs in your box.
No shit.
That's a euphemism.
Oh!
Well then,
Wow.
That's my contribution
that
for
took
the
a
day.
turn.
Okay.
But yeah,
so,
Connie, you see the giant pretzel with mud on it.
Can I break just a little tiny bit of it off and taste it?
No.
No.
The vendor will.
The shopkeeper would probably kill us all.
Just
Yes.
Get away with it.
Do you want to
Just
be
get
chased
it.
out of here with a rolling pin and no tasty bits?
Just get it. We'll be fine.
Just a crumb-sized piece. But
Do you want to be chased out of here with a rolling pin and no tasty
Is that
bits?
by lightning and get called thief
do
by
I-
everyone else for the rest of the game?
Do I see it?
how,
like,
how much
see
did
her,
you say
like,
the pretzel
stack?
was?
The mud-covered pretzel is 12 copper.
Can I
Okay,
borrow
so
12
plus-
copper?
Plus 12.
I'm gonna go over and pick it up for her and bring it over to the counter.
Alright.
Jeez, oh. Okay, so how much is that now?
Okay, so I'm doing
We gotta be
the
nearing a silver, aren't we?
Yeah, you're near a silver.
112 plus
Plus the
15
gumballs.
plus. We're taking those gumballs out.
I mean,
I mean, it's
I mean, why don't we just leave them in and just give them a copper? Not a silver. And just leave
here's a copper. No. Yeah, leave the silver.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
here.
Just give 'em a
Here, keep the change.
So
We're
that we're
close enough to
clear,
a silver.
2 bags of toffee, 6 giant lollies, 3 giant pretzels, gumballs. What am I missing?
A giant bag of popcorn.
Pretzels,
A giant bag of popcorn, a candy apple,
caramel apple.
caramel apple.
We're at 87 copper. Without the gumballs.
And
You're-
let,
You're at how much?
87 copper without
That's
the
enough for
gumballs.
another pretzel if you want to round it to a silver.
I'm like,
yeah,
You can
but
get some more popcorn.
yeah.
Braden will go up and get
I
one
mean,
of
we
the...
got enough popcorn, so we can probably bury ourselves in it.
There's like glass candy is super cheap. You can get like a pound of glass candy for a copper.
Ooh,
Hey.
rock candy.
Oh. Oh, you shouldn't have told us that.
No,
rock
no,
candy. Holy
shut
shit.
it, shut it. Shush, we're going to get one of the other pretzels. just to round it up to a silver.
Priorities.
I'm glad I ate lunch before this show.
Wait, is the. I've already added the original 2. 3?
Right, so 3
Oh
pretzels.
god.
There you go.
Okay, so there we go. There's a
Okay.
silver.
How much is the other one?
There you go. It's a silver.
Okay.
Oh, that's a silver.
Silver, we're done.
Oh, God.
Let's
You give
go.
him the silver, and yeah, you have in this. You come out of this tent, and you're immediately swarmed by children.
Nope, I'm security guarding this.
Oh, we're done.
Secret Service Rockham.
Yeah.
Pull
That's an
a
idea
link,
for later.
why don't you? Just
Intimidation
heave it above
check.
your
Yeah, can I just intimidation to be like, back
Oh,
off?
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
you can just
wait.
carry
I
the
got-
crate above your head.
There you go.
Yeah, got it above.
I kind of want to cast
Just pull a
bubble.
link and just heft it.
You want to cast bubble around the treats? You can.
Oh no.
Kinda
Oh,
do.
God. You know
I'm doing it.
No.
Okay, so Pierce like casts a spell. The bubble goes up around the crate, which immediately flings Rockham's arm off of it.
Oh no.
Can I try to catch it real quick?
I'm sure your hand impacts the bubble, you're gonna take damage.
Oh.
I'll be okay.
You can't pierce the bubble.
Unless it like cuts my hand off.
Make
but, you know.
make a move roll, and let's see.
Oh, no.
Can you not just catch the bubble?
Nope.
So we cut to a picture of Rockham 10 years later and he's missing a hand.
Okay, so you smack the you like go to reach the bubble, your hand like smacks off of it, and the bubble like takes the force and goes flying over the crowd.
No.
I guess it's too late to try to luck that.
Mm-hmm. You passed.
Oh, well, I mean, chase after it, I guess.
It's still in the
Yes.
bubble.
It's still
So
in the
how
bubble.
long do we need to pass our move rule to get to the candy in time?
To catch, well, Pierce has to dismiss the spell, which will be another cast, and then to catch it, you need 3 successes on a move roll.
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm gonna start moving, so
Yep.
bubble or not.
So do I uncast it in the air, or do I uncast it when it lands?
I mean, I'd say keep the bubble for now, because otherwise it's gonna go everywhere.
And it's gonna go
Yeah.
everywhere anyway.
I mean, it'll at least be in the bubble.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna try to catch the bubble. I'm aiming. Like, if it bags all of a sudden in midair, that might change. But,
drill you.
I mean,
This is gonna be hilarious.
Oh, dear.
Why,
It's gonna
why
be
don't we
hilarious.
wait? Why don't we just do it to where we run with the bubble and not touch it till the spell's gone? Till it
I mean, do
stops.
I know what the bubble does?
Yes, it repels your hand and it hurts.
Okay, then yeah, I'll probably just try to keep up with the bubble.
Here's the other thing: if normal people hit this bubble, it's gonna hurt them.
Oh,
shit.
dear.
That's two.
I'm running for it.
Yeah, moving.
If for no other reason, then that's gonna fucking hurt if it lands.
Need
on
3
someone's head.
successes on a move roll.
There we go.
Holy shit, Brayden!
Brayden's just gone like the wind.
Yeah.
So,
Nicely
you have to
done.
dismiss
We're
the
good.
spell, Nightfall, which is another cast of bubble.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Lock.
I got to.
Please do not hit it.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So poof, bubble disappears midair, and the tray of treats falls into Brayden's hands. Like, there's a pause as you guys exhale, and then somebody just goes, "Nice!" You look, and there's like 10 people clapping.
Even better. As it's flying through the air, all the treats spill out. I grab the basket and it's like.
All right, Toby Maguire. That wasn't CGI, by the way. He actually did catch that shit.
Yeah, it took him like 30 some odd takes.
Yes.
Maybe no bubble.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah.
Okay, can we start?
Holy
Can we start?
crap!
We're going towards the gate.
Yeah, we can.
Start taking a tally, make sure everything's intact.
I like to imagine the magpie is hiding out in the thing of popcorn.
The magpie is hiding in your hood.
Oh.
Ah.
Connie may or may not be snacking on a pretzel already.
Yeah.
Which pretzel are you gnawing on, Connie?
Mud.
It doesn't taste like anything you've had before. It's not bad, but it's
I would put
weird.
mud on a pretzel, or mud on a
Guys.
whatever we call it.
Guys, you gotta try this.
Sure. I'll hold my hand out for
Lawrence,
this.
take a piece.
It's like dark chocolate.
While,
Oh god!
while
like
Brain's
chocolate.
just like kind of snacking on some of the toffee.
Oh god, with your tusks. Ah!
I know.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's bad enough with regular teeth. Or human teeth, I suppose.
I guess Pierce would be snacking on his pretzel.
Hmm?
Pierce would probably be snacking on his pretzel.
Which pretzel?
Half the pretzel.
The funnel cake one.
The funnel cake one. So do you rip a piece off or do you bite into it?
I guess I rip a piece off.
Okay, you rip a piece off, it starts bleeding.
Oh
Like
god,
this
the
thick
pretzel.
red goop starts like spilling onto your hand.
What?
Oh,
what is
God.
Do I
what is
see what's
that?
happening?
Braden dips a finger and then.
Yeah, that's like dip my pinky finger and see.
It's like a raspberry jelly jam something.
It's fine.
The
It's
inside of a
delicious.
pie. That's the closest thing I can compare.
Yeah.
The inside of a pie.
Yeah,
Pie filling.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
it's raspberry.
God, this is making me hungry.
You're welcome.
I know.
Right?
And I just
Stop it,
like,
Chris.
You're a jerk, Kit. Thank you.
Mind you, you guys have made it about 2 feet.
Yeah, not
let's
right.
walk and eat, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, walk and eat.
Is anybody having the popcorn?
The magpie is probably having the popcorn.
Okay.
I'll have some as well.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Rock'em and Sock'em are probably like shedding the popcorn. So like,
The popcorn has salt, which you're familiar with, but it also has sugar.
Oh god.
I'll be honest, you guys. I'm super tempted to see if Insomnia Cookie delivers to my area.
Right.
I mean, none of you are
What
here
the heck
right
is
now, but my
Insomnia
stomach
Cookie?
just kind of.
And you don't know about Insomnia Cookie?
No.
Insomnia
I don't know.
Cookie
So-
you should shush. It is what it says on the tin. They open at like 4 p.m. and they stay open until dawn. And their whole thing is they will deliver dessert to you whenever.
Oh
But-
my god, there's a
but-
place in Seattle.
But it's not dessert that's been sitting out all evening, it's made to order.
Oh my god, I'm looking.
I
at
am
the website.
doomed. Thank you.
I don't. There's not one near me.
Fuck all of you.
I'll just go visit Tracer sometime if I want to.
I am doomed,
Dude, you're
says the
probably
verb.
closer than I am, technically speaking.
Oh my god, I did not know that was a
Right
thing.
through Seattle.
Wait,
Thank you,
I'm gonna
kid.
keep
You're welcome.
bodyguarding as we're going along.
Apparently, their cheesecake brownies are to die for.
Oh, I used to be able to make those.
You just combine my two favorite desserts into one thing. Besides
Welcome.
pie, I guess.
So, you guys are walking
I
along
had some very Nami ice cream chip
with your hundreds of pounds of treats.
You're not wrong.
People are still trying to get your attention and like.
Yeah, I'm
Jesse-
gonna keep the bag so no one
Yeah,
steals
at
it.
this
but I'll hand
point, it
treats
is
out.
ignore everything. We have food.
We got treats. I'm happy. To the city. Or
You-
to the
you-
other
you-
part of the
So you want to, yeah. So you want to go to the big wall?
Yes.
What you notice very quickly is the mud on your boot, like the mud on your boots is still there, but the mud under your boots goes away, and you're standing on like bricks.
Stone.
Why is the ground bricks?
Do
Why?
you think a wall collapsed and they left it?
Probably.
Oh, it's too uniform for that. It's too even.
And
Maybe
then
this is a floor or
the
something?
tents abruptly stop, and there's just people, but they're like, it's like washing day. Everybody's standing in line.
Oh,
I guess we should get in line.
yeah.
You get in line.
I say as I'm like,
Yeah, you move up. There's like eight.
Four lines, no way.
There's like 8 metal men standing around this big door.
Munch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Just bring in the popcorn and start sharing and wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get in. They don't stop you. They just like look you over. Like, dude's wearing a helmet. You can't see his face. Like, rolls his eyes, gestures you in. You go through the wall, and it's outside was tents and mud. Inside is bricks,
Tents and people.
bricks on the ground, and stone buildings.
What?
Like
this?
what?
Lords
like-
would be gaping at that.
Yeah, like what Pierce's mom lives in, except there's as many buildings as there were people outside.
Blink,
Okay.
blink.
And like where the sun should be, like up and in the sky, is the castle.
Well, we found the castle.
we should tell.
Something. Your princess is in another castle.
Mm-hmm.
I like to talk. We should tell Paul about this place. These buildings are big.
He's been here before, you know.
It's been a long time.
No, the twins have been to the city before. Have you not?
Yeah,
So
a couple years ago.
Yeah, but it's also been a while.
Mm-hmm. A couple years.
And for a
So-
kid, that's a long time.
Sure.
Is there anything of note around at the moment besides the big
Yes.
building?
There's
What isn't of note?
and
And
there's like
besides the big buildings, like
yeah, there's like big like ribbons on the sides of the buildings, and they all have the same color scheme. There's like flowers and paper in the air. There's like the big wide street goes like forward into like a fountain, and around the fountain there's like more tents, but not the same as the ones outside. They're bigger and fancier and cleaner. And you come like to the square, and there's more people. Even more people than there was outside.
there must be
People
at
are there.
2,000.
Wait. There's
That's great.
how many is 2,000?
Twice as many as 1,000.
Whoa.
I saw that.
Lawrence
yesterday,
just,
and I'm mad.
his jaw is just dropped. Just like, holy crap.
And there's like people on horses, and there's like dogs. You're followed by a dog. In fact, the dog
Well,
is
yeah, we
like,
have food.
yeah, you have bread. And Doggo is followed. The dog is big enough for Pierce to ride, and I don't mean that as a joke.
So it's a
Oh.
mastiff.
Me, doggo.
Can I give the dog some of the salted popcorn?
Yes.
It's gonna keep following us if you do that.
Yes, we now have a
I
pet.
mean, we'll make it
We
right.
got the puppy we wanted.
Wrong puppy.
Lawrence, you go to like give him a treat. The doggo has like a cape on, and the cape is the same color as the ribbons on the building.
Oh. And Lawrence looked at the dog, looked at the ribbons, look back. Oh.
The dog licks your face, Lawrence.
Come here, bud. Come here, boy. Come here.
Aww.
Make a charm roll.
Oh, heck. Wait, me or
No,
Connie?
Yeah, honey. That's adorable.
Yeah. That's okay.
You're lucky you have the magic hood on, Connie.
Oh.
Alright, doggo like trots up to you, starts licking your face, pauses when it licks your horns, and then continues.
It's like, wait, what?
Blink, blink. Doggo jobber. Down,
Pierce is
down.
laughing his ass off.
Like, it's less down, Connie, because it's bigger than you.
Brain continues feeding the dog popcorn.
The doggo is currently more interested in the tiefling than the popcorn.
Connie gives him lots and lots of scritches.
I mean, again, like you come up to the dog's nose. Like, this is a very large animal.
This is Lord Doggo.
Does Lord Doggo have a collar?
It has a cape.
Fair enough.
I mean, cape just means, you know, super dog.
Super dog.
Which is unfortunately a thing.
Yes.
We shouldn't stay here for too long, though. We got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
There's lots of tents in here.
Can I roll something to have the dog continue following us?
I mean, the dog is gonna continue following Connie because she rolled 3 successes on her charm roll.
Yeah. She is new friend.
I'm really tempted to see if I can get him off in a corner somewhere where people won't see me try and turn into him.
I mean,
I wouldn't.
I mean, you could,
we don't know about
probably
this.
do it here and now and just.
like, no disrespect, Connie, but a vacant corner in the city during festival time is a very good place
non-existent.
to get shanked.
Also a good answer.
Or, kidnapped.
But
We also have
also,
three
not a little
shanks.
kid.
Or
True.
kidnapped and shanked.
But still, like,
Oh well.
I mean, like,
I mean, if it's more-
Hero Doggo probably won't let you go off by yourself.
Fair enough. Oh well.
And
Either way,
it's not like he
Doggo's
can't,
coming
like,
here
all Doggo has to do is bite down on the back of your robe and lift. You're not going anywhere.
I mean, just because
Doggo,
Brain
Scritches for
talks to
Doggo,
somebody.
Scritches for Doggo, such a good boy.
Somebody clip
That's
that.
adorable, by the way.
Is there any tents anybody wants to look at inside the city?
Club.
Is there anything, like, name a few things that are there?
Investigate.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah, make an investigate roll, Pierce.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate as well.
There, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
Well then.
Pierce, you notice that a lot of the tents is not all that there is. A lot of the buildings are open, and you see like shelves and stuff inside them. You know about this. You've just never seen it yourself. You've read about it. There's like stores here.
Wow.
Braden, like, are you looking for stuff to enamor yourself, or are you looking for trouble?
Uh-oh.
I mean, what's the difference?
True.
Hard answer.
I mean, fair. One of them involves Wonderland of Candy, and the other one involves stabbing.
And bleeding out in an alley.
Yeah.
Braden wanders off and never returns.
Okay, so Braden wanders off. Okay.
No.
Where are you going?
Here.
No.
Where are you going?
Fuck you, no.
Adventure.
Fuck you, no.
I wish I had that option the whole time.
Dude, like, where are you going? Fuck you, no. Oh, God.
What distracts you, Braden? I can give you something that distracts you, or you can save yourself and pick something.
I have an idea that's
I
kind
have
of.
several ideas.
Oh, dear.
I'm thinking dude with the long coat and has like a bunch of knives.
I mean, yes, enchanted knife.
No, I
Hey,
mean,
kid, want to buy a dagger?
I mean, no, like, I fucking, like, if you're gonna go that route, I know exactly what it is.
I mean, I got 4 successes.
Connie is distracted by Doggo. Pierce is distracted by shiny buildings. And Brayden, you look down an alleyway, you see someone dressed similarly to you, knock on a door, a slat in the door opens, you see the figure mumble something, the door opens and he goes inside and you can't see inside the building.
Oh, heck.
Yay, trouble.
Okay, found the
I-
thieves' den.
Can I let sneak and wait for someone to come by and listen in?
You're gonna leave the group?
You found the freaking Thieves Guild.
Yes.
You're gonna leave the group. Okay. Make a
Wait, do I
sneak
see
make a sneak roll, sneaky boy.
Yeah. Ow. I
2 successes. Okay. And so Brayden is gone.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Where in the?
And I have the toffee. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I imagine I go to reach for a
That
piece of
would be
coffee.
the problem, right? That they
I
have
reach
the
for
coffee.
coffee and realize, wait, what? I mean,
Brayden,
I
what
guess
did
we
you
go
do
look
with
for
the?
him.
Huh?
We should probably go look for him.
Aiden!
Start checking nearby tents, I guess.
Okay.
Hey, Pepper, did you see where Braden went?
I mean, if
Doggo does the Samoyed face.
I was gonna say, you would let us roll for that. He does let the point where I went.
I mean, do you want me to do that?
I mean, no, but
Yeah, so
No.
he just does the Samoyed face. He like tilts his head to the side and then starts panting.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that face.
Right in adventure. This should be fun.
Insinuative bud. Head scritches, head scritches, head scritches.
And so you guys see a lot of tents. You see almost immediately another handyman tent. And this stuff is leagues above what was outside.
Ooh.
This stuff
Wasn't
is
for a
like
large
inlaid with silver and gold. There's like shears with hinges and like
Lawrence would probably be drooling.
cookware that you've never seen before, candelabras.
Like, yeah, let's go take a look.
Meanwhile, Brayden, you slip into this alleyway and you just like wait. Nobody comes by. How long do you wait?
Probably got quieter, too.
Oh, it got much quieter.
Yeah.
See, also, good place to get shanked.
Yeah.
I was literally about to start saying someone's gonna get shanked. Which is a terrible thing to think.
How long do you wait, Brayden?
it's, I'd wait like 5 minutes, so in kid time like an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So, like 5 minutes, and if like no one comes past, I'd let go up to the door and let put my ear to listen.
There is it's a door. It's one of those doors that's split into two. And the second one is just above your head. The lower one is just above your head.
I was gonna say top
There's like a slat in the door, and then another slat below the lower door. As you walk up to it.
See, I don't know whether I should knock or not.
I
Do you?
wouldn't.
Do what you want to do.
I wouldn't.
Don't let our opinions sway you, I believe.
I mean, we can't technically die, so.
Do not challenge that rule, I swear.
Not in this
Kit
timeline,
has
anyway.
made it clear several
will find a way.
times that
Yes, Kit will find the way. I know that. But
I have played with this rule before.
it's
No,
a bad
sort of.
idea.
All I'm gonna say is it's amazing what you can live through.
Okay,
Just because
fair
you
enough.
live through it doesn't mean it's for the better.
Oh dear.
I mean, you can give it a go.
No, I think I've pushed my luck enough. I'm gonna return to the group.
Coward!
Coward.
Knock on the door! Knock on the door!
What you call coward is also called alive.
Yeah, but have you met my characters?
I mean, all I can think of is the Venom movie. Pussy.
Knock on the door! Knock on the door!
Right, fine.
give
A
him
compromise.
one
I'm
of
going to knock on the door, then hide behind the nearest barrel.
Okay, yeah, you knock on the door.
I like that.
You duck
Very
behind the trash
similar
can.
eye.
The upper slat like opens. You see like a pair of eyes peering out. Doesn't see anybody. Slat closes. The slat on the lower door opens and a pair of eyes peers out. Door closes, or the thing closes. Nothing happens.
Roll for Ding Dong Ditch.
I mean, I'm probably not in the wrong door, but.
Okay, so
How lucky you feel?
I'm looking at these shops. I can see inside, see on the shelves. Do I see anything with like magic items or anything?
We'll get there. We'll get
Okay.
there.
That's what I'm looking for.
I know.
Okay, see,
Tanya,
seeing as nothing happened, and let's see the lower one open, I'll knock on it again and stand back a wee bit.
Oh, is he not going to
But-
again? Upper slat
but-
opens.
But I'm going to be ready to run just in case.
Yeah, lower slat opens. Do you still have your hood up? Do you look like a fucking thief?
Yes, I've had my hood up this whole time since
Okay.
I got embarrassed.
How tall is Brayden?
He's like, maybe about like
4
just below shoulder height. Are they? No.
Like 4 foot something? You think?
Yeah, around about 4 foot.
Yeah. So the lower door opens, or the lower slat opens. Eyes peer out and like look right at you in your like dwarfish rogue looking ass, and he goes, "Password."
Swordfish.
Shit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
QWERTY.
Let me think. Shit. What would be used for a thieves guild?
Just rattle off your name.
No, we can't. He's probably chosen an actual password for this, and if we get it right,
Can I roll for it?
You can roll for it, or you can give me a luck point.
Okay, fine. I'll give you a luck point.
You got a gold coin in your pocket.
Okay, fine. I'll give him a gold coin.
All right, you hold up a gold coin. You hear him like growl. Slat slams closed. There's a bead as you're like, Then the lower door opens, and this like really mean-looking gnome is staring at you. He like takes the gold coin and bites it, and glares at you. I don't know you.
He's like, you grass son of a bitch.
I'm gonna put it on your
I just
best
slightly
voice.
wave at him.
What'd you say?
I just slightly wave at him.
He pockets the coin and he says, "That's not going to work next time." He steps back and gestures you in.
And he was never
I'll
seen
walk
again.
Oh, you walk in.
I continue.
Yeah, you step in, and it's like it's a rogue's dream and everyone else's nightmare. It's a bunch of like seedy, cloaked, hooded characters sitting around low tables having like murmured conversations. It's like a speakeasy. There's a bar against like the
So it's
left-hand
everyone
wall.
meets at a tavern.
Yeah, and there's no windows at all. It's a there's like low candles everywhere. You can see fine because you're a fucking orc, but like
How in the world do they fit so many tables under this one staircase?
right? Exactly. And like
I'd say like Braden would walk in, he'd be like, oh, okay, like looking
there,
around.
there's like smoke everywhere. Your head starts to swim a little bit. The gnome by the door is still eyeing you. Like when the door slams behind you. The like past the bar, there's a staircase leading down, and you can hear like raucous cheering.
Right.
Something for a rule of Fight Club.
I honestly, I have no idea what to do in this situation. Shit.
You can go.
I've got this far down the rabbit hole. And I'm
You
stuck.
can talk to the gnome, you can approach the barkeep, you can try to listen in on one of the conversations at the tables, you can go down the stairs.
Your first mistake was letting Kit talk you into going into this place.
Yes!
Yes. I'm more interested to see where he's going with it. But
So,
I'm probably going to take the barkeep as maybe the friendlier instead of the gnome who's been eyeing me.
fair enough. The barkeep is like an extremely well put together like half elf. He's got like mutton chops on, close cut hair. He's wearing like the like vest and long sleeve shirt combo. He looks completely out of place. And you like you have to like climb up onto a bar stool.
Yeah.
And he looks at you, and he immediately sees that you're a kid, and he's like, and he like looks over at the gnome, and like the look on his face, like the audience can immediately see, like, what the fuck did you do?
What the hell is this bullshit?
The fuck, like. But he can't because but the thing about it is he can't throw you out because if he does, you'll just get the guards. Like he has to make sure that you don't. He has to make sure that you can't answer the question, where did you go, son? And like, so he's like, he's at this precipice of like, we are very, very fucked right now, and it's all your fault, door gnome.
How do we get out of this?
Yeah, and so he looks at you, and like, before you say anything, he just like pours you a glass of water, and like sets it down in front of you, and he says, you're not from around here, are you?
It's Stummer. it's someone come in here.
Like waves the smoke around your head. He like waves it away. He says, "This isn't a place for children."
But this is my first time here. What is this place?
The look on his face is like, I really wish you hadn't asked me that. But like the audience can see, like it's crossing his mind. Like, do I have to kill this kid? I really don't want to kill this kid, but like,
Before he answered,
The visible wins.
yeah, exactly.
Before he answered, he's like, I see a lot of people with cloaks here. I like cloaks.
he gives the long-suffering sigh just long enough that the gnome at the door knows that he fucked up. And he goes, "It's not a cloak store, I'm afraid. We have several nice cloaks, but do you like tea?"
Don't drink anything he gives you. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a bad idea, but the kid doesn't know this.
Something Robert understands.
He's obviously saying, "What's that?" Because I don't think he would know what it is unless
I don't think he would either.
Mumbird.
Like medicinal tea from Connie's grandma. That's about it. So
Yeah.
then the answer would
Also
probably be no.
Also,
So look at him and go, "What's that?"
He sighs, puts a hand to his face, smooths his hair very slowly. And he says, "Wait here just a moment. Please don't move and don't touch anything. And if someone approaches you that's not me, shout
Sure,
loudly."
It's like he sits like that way that a kid would if they're told not to move or touch anything.
Yo.
It's like,
And he like goes over to the bar, and you hear him go, "Jeremiah, a moment of your time, please." And the gnome like looks at you, looks at the barkeep, starts walking over, and they start having like a hushed conversation. I'm assuming you're.
I was gonna say, can I listen in?
Yeah, exactly.
Furious conversation, maybe.
Make it a comprehend roll. Yeah, so yeah, like what, like you hear like a lot of, they're speaking in thieves' cant, so you can't like tell what they're saying. You don't know thieves' cant yet, but like you hear the gnome at one point say, "So where do you want me to put his body?"
Oh god.
Yeah.
And the elf says, that won't be necessary, just a bit of hemlock, some fool's parsley. We'll think of something.
It's like hearing where do we put the body, it'd be like, okay, time to leave.
And the elf comes back over to you.
No, hold on, I'm not done.
Something.
Okay.
You're running.
You would like hear that won't be necessary. It's like, okay. And says,
Standing up.
What do you do?
I look at him with concern.
Yeah, elf comes back over and he says, have you eaten?
Yes, I pull out the taffy. I pull out like a block of the toffee and like eat it.
Yeah, he like looks vaguely disgusted. And kind of like sniffs. You have mud on your boots that you got on his nice bar stools. And he's a little bit annoyed with you. But he nods. He says,
Can I offer him a bit of toffee?
yes. He doesn't take it.
I take it back and put it in my pocket.
And he says, where did you get that gold piece?
Can I explain what happened with the chisel?
You can certainly explain what happened.
I explain what happened.
Okay, how honest are you?
I'd say I'd be pretty proud of, like...
How honest are you?
Honest that I managed to take a gold piece off of these kids.
But not how much you took.
A gold piece
Okay, yeah.
that I gave to the gnome.
You notice about halfway through the story, nobody else in this room is talking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crap cakes.
Wop.
I have been noticed. Oh shit.
Just that, you've been noticed sound.
I was gonna say, where's the Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear?
sound?
Not quite Metal Gear, but definitely like the Dishonored, like somebody sneaking around.
The ambient noise has started to circulate the room.
Yes. You finish your story, and the barkeep is like not looking at you, he's looking at everyone else while you're telling the story.
Oh shit.
And he looks back at you, and he smiles. And he says, now where did you learn that?
It's just kind of a thing that I picked up. I kind of have a lot of free time.
There's like a low chuckle from the room.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, because what you're doing, you don't realize it. You're speaking thieves' cant.
Yes.
Oh, shite.
He nods slowly.
Is that like a language or something?
Yes.
Oh.
Like the correct answer to where did you get that is I found it. The correct answer to where did you learn that is oh, it's just something I picked up. It's kind of my thing. Like duh.
Yes.
It's basically code.
Yeah. And so he nods very slowly and he says, where are you from, boy?
Home. Outside this castle.
Also correct response. And he
Home
nods.
that way outside of the city.
Yeah. Did you point?
I mean, obviously I point in the wrong direction. Unless you let me point in the right direction.
You point, and he like very gently pushes your hand back down.
Okay.
And he nods. The air in the room has changed. It's less like, oh fuck, we have to kill a kid, and it's more, look at this fucking guy.
We now have an apprentice.
Look at the stones on this.
We have a map pad now.
Yeah. And the barkeep goes, where did you hear about this place?
I seen a guy walk in here. I was looking down an alley. And I
He
seen him,
immediately turns his head to one of the cloaked figures. The cloaked figure immediately looks away,
Like
takes
you,
a drink.
rat bastard.
That guy. You just killed a man.
You did. You did just kill the man. To be fair, like
Yeah, the one non-subtle idiot.
it's like
I mean, he's a kid. He doesn't know these
yeah,
things.
no,
I'm
no,
going
no,
back.
no, no. It's completely. So the elf like breathes in through his nose and he nods and he says, "Right. Well, can you read? The gnome snorts.
Define reading.
Are you saying this, or is Brayden saying this?
Well, he wasn't able to read the sign, so I'd probably say no.
He says, can you recognize a marker?
Yes.
He sets a copper coin in front of you.
Right.
It's not a copper coin like what you have in your bag.
Okay.
And he says, well,
Can I pick it up and inspect it?
yeah, it looks like a normal copper coin, except the like face is facing the other direction, and the expression is opposite. So if it was smiling, now it's frowning, or something like that. And he says,
So, thief coin.
exactly. And he says, if you ever find yourself in need of information, or a place to sleep, or something to eat, or you need help, use that to call on a friend. We trust that we can call on you when the time comes. Do you want to be our friend?
Yes. How do I use the coin?
You say yes, there's like an inhale from the room, and then you say, how does this work? And somebody starts laughing.
Just random.
And the barkeep like looks at the dude laughing, laughter stops, looks back at you. When you're older, if you're discreet, come back.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know about you, but this character is definitely staying.
You getting up?
Unless, yeah, I'd probably after that exchange, I'd let.
Yeah. And as you're walking towards the door, the barkeep says, "And if anyone asks."
I don't know this place. It's like he would ask as a question.
There's a pause, and the gnome goes, "You can do better than that."
Who are you?
Cloak shopping?
It's like they it like points at him and nods.
The elf like taps his nose, and the gnome opens the door and gives you the very firm "get the fuck out" face.
I leave and rejoin the party.
You leave and try to find the party. Meanwhile, spinning Batman symbol.
Yeah.
Can I look for a herb shop?
That's what I was about to say. Who wants to look for a shop?
I do.
I mean, I would too.
What are you looking for? Herb shop? Magic shop?
Nope. Magic.
You're probably looking
Check
for a
out the-
blacksmith.
Yeah,
Like a
probably.
proper blacksmith.
Yeah.
You're not going to find a blacksmith on the parade route, but
No.
you can look for one, sure. For Connie and Pierce, that's an investigation roll with 1. For Lawrence, it's 2.
Rock'em will wait until they're done with their stuff, but he's just looking pretty cool looking
Whoa!
arrows.
Do you guys split?
I just realized that the person with all the money is gone.
Yeah. But you don't know that.
Yeah. So we each go into our respective shop.
I imagine we'll go to one at a time, but
Are you splitting up, or are you going one at a time?
Pierce would
We
get
should
distracted and
probably
look off
go
the
together.
Yeah.
Okay,
probably
After
go
all,
together
after all the
is-
splitting up is done to us, we'd
Where are you
probably
going
stick
first?
together.
remember, guys, cornfield.
Where are you going first?
I think Pierce had said magic shop earlier, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's going to be the easiest one for Brayden to find. So, yeah. So, you guys are walking along. Pierce, you see a sign on a shop that's a scroll with sparkles on it.
Eyes go wide and gasp and go.
But the words on the sign are weird. Like, they don't make any sense. It's called the Bearded Frog.
What? I walk up to the doorstep, I guess.
Yeah, the shop is wide open. You can smell. It smells like your mom's workshop.
Smells like home.
Ink and paper and various magical reagents. You can even hear like the faint hum of like runes.
I was gonna say the arcane signatures.
Your magpie is going ham. Your magpie is like jumping back and forth on your shoulder.
What do I see in this shop?
Jars of various things. It's been set up so that you could like see a display from the street, right? And so like jars of various things, big bins of stuff, sealed scrolls, inks of all colors, and pens and books, blank books with writing in it. You see crystals, rune stones, various like reagents for spells and potions, all kinds of stuff.
Ooh. He'd probably go to one of the books with writing in it.
So you go inside, and sitting at the counter is a like 3-foot toad in a purple wizard hat with yellow stars on it, and like a big gray beard that looks fake.
Well,
I mean, I wanted to buy a fake mustache.
Piers takes a step back, a little stunned, and is just staring at the big frog thing.
The frog like licks its eye.
I'm gonna stay outside for this one. Too much weird going on here.
I guess he just decides it's normal here and just goes to pick up the book that he saw from the street.
Now, you're gonna pick up a book. It's locked.
Locked magically or locked with a physical lock?
Like lock. It has a metal lock on it.
I guess I'd look to the weird frog thing and ask, "What is this?"
The frog just like stares blankly at you.
Back.
Okay.
Hello?
No response.
Is there anything written on the book?
Yeah.
What does it say?
You can't read it. It's like it's letters that you don't recognize. Not even words you recognize. The letters don't look right.
Oh.
You hear a thud, like from under your feet.
I guess I'd look down and then look around. And see
Yeah, it's
what
like there's a wooden floor under your feet. Who else is in this shop, by the way?
I'm
Connie's in the
standing
shop.
right outside, but I'm looking.
The twins are outside.
I'm in the shop.
Lawrence is in the
Mostly
shop.
'cause I'm looking for, or waiting
That
up for
thump would
Pierce.
probably be a giveaway.
Yeah, all of you you feel the thump like under your feet.
Is there a trapdoor under us?
No.
Probably.
What made that noise?
Cellar, maybe?
Is there a door inside anywhere?
Not that you can see. Not from where you're standing by the door.
I'm gonna step off of where the thump came from.
I mean, the thump didn't come from directly under your feet. It came from like under the shop.
Well, anyone in here?
You hear "ho!" and then another crash.
You okay down there?
The frog just like blinks slowly, seems completely unfazed.
I like that frog.
You
Can
hear
I
the
walk
you hear
around
the
this?
you walk
Can I
around
walk?
Go ahead.
Can I walk around the shop and see if there is any?
Yeah, you walk around the shop. Behind the counter where the frog is sitting, there's a trapdoor that is currently open, and you hear the sounds of somebody like climbing up out of it, and like poking their head out. Is basically the best way I can describe this is if Neville Longbottom was like 35.
I mean, Neville is a badass, so...
True.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Ah, children, of course. What can I do for you?
I guess I was just looking at the magic stuff you have here.
He looks at the toad. Templeton, you weren't gonna help them! Frog doesn't react. Stares at the frog. Glares at the frog. Frog doesn't react. He sighs. Good help is so hard to find these days. And climbs out of the cellar, dusts himself up. He's covered in like cobwebs and dust and some kind of blue powder. And he like shakes it off. It sparkles in the air.
I know someone with that problem. Looking at the magpie.
Yeah.
So you point at the magpie. The dude, like, he doesn't cast a spell, but one instant he's behind the counter, the next instant he's in front of Pierce.
Point blank.
And he's got a magnifying glass out, and he's just staring at the magpie.
This is.
He gets this like Cheshire cat grin. He looks at you, Pierce. He goes, "Did you conjure that all by yourself?" He like ruffles your hair.
Yeah.
Well done.
I can do a few other things.
Oh. He like waves his hand. The door slams shut. Show me.
I guess I'm gonna bubble the frog.
You can bubble the frog. All right.
I'm lucking that.
How much luck do you have?
I have 2 more points after this.
Okay.
The little kid has a lot of luck.
Well, that didn't work. Can do this.
Hey.
You summon Smolsby's hand, and he stares at it, and you stare at it because it's about twice as big as it should be.
So
And
now
he-
it's a Metalsby's hand?
Yeah, basically. He looks at it, he looks at you, and he goes, "Now where on earth did you learn that? At your age?"
My mother can do this stuff too, but a lot more.
Like, he holds a finger up to you, goes, "Hold that thought," and he runs behind the counter, and he pulls out this huge, like, scroll. Like, it looks like a fabric scroll, and he unrolls it, and it rolls over the back of the frog. Frog doesn't react. And on it is this, like, spider web of symbols. It's like a circle with a symbol in it, and then a bunch of lines branching off from it, and it's all down this, like, huge banner. And he goes, "Have you seen any of these before?"
Would I have seen any of them? Like
One of those is on your amulet.
Yeah.
You recognize a lot of these.
Yeah. That one I've seen.
Your mom has a necklace with one of the big symbols on it.
I've seen that one on my mom's necklace, and that one was on mine. And he'd go quiet.
He nods. And he says, "Your mother makes protective charms."
Oh.
And he glances at
Yeah.
the stuff that you pointed out, and he says, "And has a habit for making things float.
Yeah,
And she
that
keeps the
sounds
monsters
like
away."
her. Yes.
And he nods. And he says, "I'm going to teach you a word." And he points at the big symbol that your mom has. He says, "Abjuration." It's one of the... What?
Bless you.
He looks at Connie.
Done?
He squints at Connie. He looks at Pierce, squints at Connie again, and he says, "Really, do you need an illusion in my shop?"
And Lawrence's eyebrows both go up like, wait. Oh.
It's a bit embarrassing.
Oh no. He looks back at Pierce. "Fireball, did you turn her purple? What happened?" "I have curatives. What happened?"
I didn't do anything.
No, it's not his fault.
"You really shouldn't be doing anything like that without training, young miss."
No. No, it's just who I am.
Pardon?
Don't worry about it.
Would Connie know what she is, or have she ever been told?
I don't think she knows the word for it.
Right.
She knows the word for demon.
But that's not what you are.
So he kind of like squints at you still and nods slowly. All right, the illusion seems stable. Did you do that? He like points at Pierce.
No.
No? He looks at
No.
Lawrence.
Lauren just raises an eyebrow, like, really?
Well, someone cast the illusion.
No,
Could you
it's a
It was
got
the gift.
yeah. One of these
amulet?
tugging on her actual hood.
Oh, he nods. He says, "Now, how did a young miss like you come by a magic item like that?"
It was a gift.
Someone must have been very impressed by you. Or should I say you? He like points at Pierce.
I didn't impress anyone.
I dare say. But enough about that. It's festival time, and I'm sure you want to go out and see all the wonderful sights. You're new in town. I've never seen you before.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do for you? Want to see Dragon Skull?
Yes.
So would I.
Kate,
If you
wanna see a
find one,
dead
let me
body?
know.
That's pretty good.
I like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he turned over the book he has in his hand.
You want to see his withering snapdragon?
But in this book.
Like you're showing him your spell book?
No, I'm showing him the book I picked up in the shop.
The book. Oh! He like, looks at it, looks at you, looks at it, looks at you. He laughs, and he says, "Little sir, what's your name? Can I call you by your name? What's your name?"
Pierce?
Pierce. That's not worth your time, Pierce. That's something I put out for the people who don't know any better, frankly.
So it's magical smut.
More or less, yes.
Oh my god, I'm adding that to my list of magic items. Holy shit.
That wasn't
Just
supposed
as
to
a
be
future GM.
That's
Back on the
going to the
pedestal.
book.
I put the book back on the pedestal.
For a true student of the arcane, I have wonderful things. What are you interested in?
Just really want to learn more magic.
Such as?
Kinda like the stuff my mom does.
Nod slowly. Well, there are a series of simple charms and spells and wards and illusions that all young wizards should learn and master before they go on to bigger and better things. You're about the right age. I'm surprised your mother hasn't taught you.
Can you teach him how to hang people in a tree?
What?
Wow, that got dark.
No, like by their collar.
That,
Wait,
I'm at
that's still
180.
dark. By their
Levi-
I
shirt.
think it was
By
Wizard
their-
of Oz.
Levitation?
Yeah, that.
It's like gestures at Smallsby's hand. We can already do that.
Yeah, but like, never mind.
Very well.
I'm gonna uncast Smallsby hand.
Anyway,
We've still
it just
got
goes away.
Okay.
Brayden, about this point, you see Rock'em and Sock'em sitting outside a weird-looking shop.
Yeah, I'm just snacking on something with Sorrow.
Can I let us sneak up on him and just go, yo, eat a bit of toffee?
I mean, Sock'em's gonna punch you in the face if you do that, but
Yeah.
sure.
You've seen what happens before, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, I'm not going to sneak up on him. I'm just going to like come around the corner and like wave.
Oh, there you are. The others are inside looking at some weird frog thing. I don't know.
Can I like can I go in?
Yeah, you open the door, and like he looks up. He goes, "The customer. I'll be with you in just a moment." Doesn't even register you. You see the giant toad with the wizard hat and the beard on the counter.
See, weird toad or frog or what you.
Can I like chuck a bit of toffee at it?
Tongue comes out, grabs it, pulls it back in.
I give it like what that wee kid.
So where'd you run off to?
It's like I go to explain it. So I found that thing. That was cool.
As long as you're safe.
Pierce takes his dungeon off break and back to the weird man.
Yeah, so you look back and he's like reached under the counter and he comes out with like a book, much like what you have, but it's like inlaid with silver, and it has like those same runes on the banner on it, and it's got a lock on it. It looks to you, Pierce, it sparkles. Nobody else can see it.
Pierce's eyes go wide and he's standing at the counter looking at it.
He sets the book on the counter and he puts one hand on it and he says, "I don't mean to be rude, little friend, but do you have any money? I am running a business after all."
We have some. He guess he'd look over to Brayden.
A nod.
This, and he puts his hand on it, will hold any spells you learn if you take care of it.
Oh.
And it's got the useful charms in it already. Now, he looks at Brayden. I'm not going to presume, but I'm going to need one of the yellow coins for this.
I take one out. You mean this?
Nods.
I look at Pierce. How badly do you want it?
He does a little kid thing, like puppy dog.
Rapid nods in succession.
Puppy dog eyes, hands clasped together, pleading.
The magpie is spinning around your head, Brayden.
Can I like give the gold coin to the magpie?
Yeah, you give it to the magpie. Magpie flies straight at the shopkeep. The toad like hits it with its tongue, pulls it into its mouth, and the shopkeep like baps the toad on the head, and the tongue comes out with the bird standing on it, looking indignant.
How dare you!
You bastard!
The
Is the bird okay?
Coffee.
Yeah, the bird's fine, a little sticky.
Braden looks
The
at
bird back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Braden looks at the toad. I gave you toffee.
The shopkeep takes the coin and like puts it in the till, and he looks at you, Pierce. He says, "Can I see your old book for a moment?"
He passed him his makeshift spell book.
He takes it, and all of you can see this. He like waves his hand over the book, and it like opens and starts like fluttering through the pages. And the like backward scrawl of Pierce's handwriting like flies off the page and turns into those symbols and flies into the new book.
Wow.
Cool.
Neat.
So,
Okay, that was neat.
wow. That's so everything that was in there is now in here.
He nods, and he holds out like a little iron key to you.
I take the key.
Yep. He slides the book over to you.
I pick up the book. Do I want to pick up the old book, or
That's up to you.
I guess I just leave the book, the old book.
All right.
If you don't want the old book, Connie definitely has a use for it.
Yeah, give it to Connie.
Okay.
Hey! That
You're
actually
welcome.
kind of sorts out what I came in here for. Actually, do you have mundane ink and a stick?
Yes, actually, quite a few. That's what I was about to say to Master Pierce here. You're going to need something to write your new spells in that book, but
Yeah.
maybe master the charms first.
Okay, I will work on that.
And looks at you kind of and says, "What do you need?"
Ink, writing sticks,
Quills?
Yeah, those things.
Nods.
About this time, Rockham peeks just his head in just to make sure no one's like turned into frogs or anything.
He sees the frog on the counter.
Yeah, you see the
Well,
frog on
I've
the
seen that
counter.
one before. I saw that one earlier, so.
If you have green or brown ink, all the better.
He like gestures at one of the shelves, which you thought was just paint. It's just vials and vials of ink in various colors.
I guess Pierce just over and grabs a dark blue vial of ink.
Kanye's gonna grab green and brown and black and see how much those cost.
And the black ink is 5 silver. The other 2 are 2 silver each.
Looking over
At Brayden.
to Brayden, waiting for his approval.
What you guys get? Saying from
Ink
the
and
doorway,
quills.
I'm terrified of this place. I'm terrified more, I don't understand it.
Minus.
I've already got this all written down, Nightfall, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Right, so what? 5, 3, 3, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 14. Yeah, I give them the 14 silver.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here you are.
And he takes it, and he says, "Before you go," he puts the money in the tin, or in the till, and gives you your ink. And he reaches below the counter. He comes out with about, and Rockham, you see this, about a 3-foot long, like, it looks somewhere between like a rigid vine and a baguette. It's fat on one end, it's pointed on the other, it's braided, it's like off-white to vaguely yellow. And he sets it on the counter and he goes, "Unicorn horn."
What?
What did you say? I missed it.
Unicorn horn, he said.
Whoa.
That.
What's a unicorn?
He chuckles, he says, "You'll find out."
That's. Ooh. How much is it?
Unicorns are the bulls with one horn, right?
He chuckles, something like that. And he looks at Pierce, he says, like, as he's putting it back behind the counter, he says, "Not an amount that you have, I'm afraid."
Oh, okay.
However, I noticed that you didn't have an arcane focus.
A what?
He chuckles. Something that helps you turn those symbols into magic.
Oh, so like that lady did.
Pardon?
Oh, wait. The Tula, what's her name?
Yeah, Tula.
She had some kind of thing to help her do the magic.
Stick. With
Yes.
the stick with a rude orb on it.
A very rude orb.
A staff. There are many things you can use for an arcane focus. Staves are popular. You may have heard of a magic wand. You can use anything, but there are things that are better than others. Perhaps your mother's an abjurist. Crystal orb, maybe?
Sure?
Chuckles. You don't need one, but it might help.
I'm now picturing his arcane focus to be just like a shield made of glass or crystal or something.
I mean, I was imagining like the gloves from Full Metal Alchemist and use
Right?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Alright, well, think it over. I'll be here.
Right, before we leave, would the wizard notice my cloak? Because if, like, you remember, it was.
Oh
like,
yeah,
slight-
no, he's been eyeing you the whole time.
About this point, Rockham goes back outside because Sockham found something interesting. I don't know.
Okay.
Would I notice if he's been eyeing me?
Well, he hasn't been eyeing you. The fucking frog has. The fucking frog is eyeing you like a racist shopkeep owner, basically.
Can I chuck another bit of toffee?
Yes. It hits it with its tongue, pulls it in its mouth, keeps staring at you.
Why is the frog staring at me?
He looks at the frog, looks at you, looks at Pierce.
Pierce is thinking on what he would like for his thing.
Yeah, so Pierce is distracted, and so he looks back at you, Brayden, and his eyes, like his glasses, like flash, and in your head you hear, "Just making sure you're not taking anything."
Oh. Oh.
Why would it take
This
it?
guy.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lawrence, Connie, and Pierce, you all hear Brayden say, "Why would I take anything?"
Huh?
Huh?
Was it?
You didn't hear him?
Hear
Hear
what?
what?
I look at the guy.
He's watching Pierce.
I look at him. It's like, just like mind boggled. You talked. They didn't hear you. How did you do? What?
Brayden's crazy, guys.
I mean, yes, but
It's one of those weird self-hugging jackets, right?
Do I need to get out of my herb kit?
Oh, you're an herbalist.
Yeah.
You're going to want to go to the bulrushes.
The where?
He laughs. Up the street toward the. Do you know what a castle is?
Thing with walls?
You're inside them, but yes.
Well,
Up the street, follow the crowds. Deuced. He's trying to think how to give you directions. He doesn't know how smart you are. He says, follow the crowds towards the castle. Look for the shop with flowers. You won't miss it. And if you do, your nose won't.
okay, thank you.
He nods.
can we like show him the leaves that we got off the like from inside the boar?
The flyers?
The wolf
No,
thistle.
the
The literal leaves.
the stuff to make the potions is like.
The wolf
Oh,
thistle.
yeah, the medicinal herbs.
It's like I take one of the leaves and ask him. Do
Connie
you
has
know
them.
where we can use? Okay.
Yeah. I got a question for you in the chat, but I won't derail this.
I mean, yeah, like an arcane focus can be whatever you want it to be, Nightfall.
Okay, yeah, then that.
You don't need to buy one. Just saying.
Well, okay. He look up at the person again. I guess a bracelet or something.
For what?
The arcane focus thing you said.
He smiles. He says, think of an arcane focus as something to direct your attention. You may have seen someone does magic, they do a lot of silly hand motions and point at things. Sometimes they need a little help.
Oh.
So like Grammy's reading lens?
But for magic.
Cool.
Okay.
Brayden starts walking out.
Do you ever have trouble making your spells work?
Sometimes, yeah.
No. It'll improve. In the meantime, or additionally, and he like gestures at like a display case where there's like a bunch of like crystals and orbs and like one of them is like a deck of cards.
Gambit.
Nice.
He'd walk over
Let's
to the
see,
thing.
what spell am I gonna cast? Flip card. Damn it, it's fireball. Explodes.
He'd walk over to that display case and look and see what he can find.
There's all kinds of like arcane foci in there. You can't afford any of them.
That's expensive.
Like you don't even need to see the prices. Like they're just you're not walking out of here with something like that.
Those are expensive. And he just stepped away from the case.
The barkeep chuckles a little bit and he says,
Brayden will tap Pierce's shoulder. Right, come on, we're gonna miss the heroes.
Yeah.
Can they be anything or anything made out of something?
largely it's you mentioned your grandmother and he says you also said you were looking for herbs. He says Can your grandmother turn into animals?
Yeah.
It's largely spiritual, but there are things that make it a little easier.
I am out of character confused now.
Hmm?
I am out of character confused now.
Druids have a spiritual connection to the land, so that's a word that he was seeing if you knew.
Right?
Yes, anything could work, but some works better than others. It's mostly about focusing the mage, is what he was saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
He wasn't going to use the word spiritual unless you knew what that word meant.
Right. Okay.
So you guys head out. Oh, or not?
Yeah. Weren't you gonna do something with the wolf thistle? The herb?
Not here.
The thing for potions? Not here? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you guys head out, and Pierce, when you glance down at the book, your name is on it. But it's not in letters that your mom taught you. It's in the magic symbols.
Can I just outright read that?
Yeah.
That's adorable. Just want to say that.
Nice.
And I've changed the journal / spell book, spell tome to just spell tome.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Should we add like the
The
vials of
magpie is sitting on your shoulder with the key in its mouth.
That's adorable. Okay, I gotta add a few items to my list of
Where
things.
you headed?
Let's probably follow the directions the wizard gave us.
Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
Follow the crowd
yeah.
up to the
Good day,
probably
let's
place
shop.
of flowers.
Shop? Yep. It
you guys
doesn't
get?
take you long at all to see this huge display outside of a wooden stone building of just, like, it takes up the space of several other buildings of just flowers and herbs and fruit and vegetables and just...
It's Chen's Herbal Emporium.
Yes!
Oh, damn.
And it leads to a shop with the sign is just a little pond with some lily pads and then like some like reeds coming up out of it.
Bulrushes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we found it. Step inside.
Like even the non-druid could smell the flowers blocks away. Yeah, you go inside and it's like there's like I want to say like the triplets from Beauty and the Beast are like moving around and like doing the Disney princess thing with all the flowers, but behind the bar, behind the counter rather, is this like old, like, I haven't decided if it's an old elf or an old furbolg, but it's this old, like, you know, shit, the Transkia, you'll know this, the head troll from Troll Hunters, and that old white furred bitch, that guy. Can you find a picture of him and drop it in ALA chat, please?
Yeah, let me see here. If Delta's
Lord,
being
Rocket
good.
went in this time.
Okay. It's some creature the likes of which you've never seen before. It's either an elf so old that he's tree-ish, or some kind of furbolg, or some kind of like dryad-esque thing. He's just sitting there, and he's got like birds circling his staff. He's got like a waterfall coming off the top of his head. As you guys come in, he like observes you. As the three like nymph / dryad helpers are like moving about the shop and helping other customers. It's a big shop.
Hello.
There's a lot of flowers here.
Yeah, just looking around.
More than flowers. Herbs of all kinds, poultices, curatives.
Connie is just looking around, taking it in all in.
I mean, it's
You know most of the things that are in the forest, Connie. You know maybe 5% of w's in here.
it's a T pose, but all good.
Fountain.
What, Brayden?
No,
Huh?
I found the guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
What's the magpie doing during this?
And the magpie is enamored with the book because the magpie is an extension of yourself.
Yes. Okay.
Magpie is squeeing hard.
Well, while they're talking with the druid person, can I be flipping through the book
Sure.
and just seeing what?
It's like a
in there?
proper wizard spell book with like annotations and like ritual circles and stuff like that.
Hey, so, there's this really stinky, awful red potion that makes you feel better.
He laughs. Aye?
I have wolf thistle. What else do I need to make that?
Where did you get that?
I traded it.
Like, glowers at you like you said something wrong and like thumps his staff on the ground and he says, "Bring it here!"
Yeah, watch the whole time.
No, you fish out the bundle of wolf thistle, you take it over to him. He takes it, looks at it. He looks at it very closely. It looks at you, looks at it, looks at you, sets it on the ground. Why is it covered in pig's blood?
It's a long story.
Yeah, that's
Long story short, I tried to trade it for something with a person and they didn't want to trade. So then he
Make a move
went
roll,
and tried to
Connie.
trade the thing for a
Make
pig
a move roll,
instead.
Connie.
What?
Make a move roll,
Committed
Connie.
to murder. Committed to... Oh god.
Oh, come on!
Freezing.
Druid friend is not happy.
Yeah, so you can choose to either like sidestep or get bonked with his staff.
I think Connie totally gets bonked.
Yeah, bonk. It's going to rot! Did your grandmother teach you nothing about herbs?
I remember this moment.
Time to bring out the med kit.
Like, she gets the biggest look of, duh, I should have thought of that.
I rubbed the top of her head lightly.
He sighs and the herbs on the counter burst into flames.
Oh.
The herbs on the counter burst into flames.
What?
Huh?
Kinda needed those?
They incinerate before you can reach for them.
Yeah, I'm not reaching for them because fire, but they kinda...
He
Traded for that.
sighs. Useless, ruined. You should have known better.
Just head down in shame.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to purchase some wolf thistle,
I mean... I'll go over up here, so we...
like looks very pointedly at Connie. We also have a selection of seeds.
Oh.
Perks up.
Hello.
Like,
How-
thumps the staff down. One of the dryads like skips over and like before you can react, Rockham like grabs Connie by the shoulder and like spins her through the shop. And Connie, you find yourself
following.
standing in front of like a series of wooden drawers that are open, full of seeds, pellets of life.
Blink, blink.
Eventually I'll make my way over and follow.
Do I see any labeled with wolf?
None of them are labeled. You see acorns and pine seeds and grass seed and various mushroom spores. You see pumpkin seeds and apple seed. Like, you see a bunch of stuff you can name and a shitload of stuff you can't.
These it? Looking to her questioningly. 'Cause she
Oh,
doesn't
there's
know what
somebody
the
standing
seeds
by
actually
you.
look like.
She took you over there and then went to somebody else.
Okay.
I assume I don't really know much about seeds in general. 'cause I'm more
Did
of a
you say
hunter.
that was the only drawer that was open, or?
All of the drawers are open.
I just want to pick a random drawer and just sniff, see what it smells like.
Make a body roll.
Yeah. Just, I'm curious. What's this one? Yeah. Body weight. I know, just pass out.
Oh god.
Yeah. Your dad, like, you hunt game.
Mm-hmm.
You know how what happens when you like cut open the belly of a dead animal poorly? It's
Oh dear.
It's like that, except instead of like your throat, it's like it's like
Yeah.
imagine that sensation, but you've really got to fart like down that area.
Ugh. Bad point to it. Don't get that one. No, go away from it.
The old dude behind the counter is just watching you, Connie.
Yeah, she picks up seed that she guesses might be the thistle seeds and says, "Are these it?"
Make an herbalism test.
Be awesome if you get it right first try.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be something to say for you being a druid.
So about getting it right on the first try.
He nods.
Cool. Okay. Right. So she picks up not an entire handful, but a generous pinch of the seeds, depending how big they are.
Yeah, you pick some up and you glance to your left, and one of the dryads is like holding out like a little like it's basically like half a coconut shell to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Puts the
you
seeds in.
dump the seeds in, and the dude behind the counter says, "What else are you going to need?"
Well, for the yuck potion, I don't know. I came here to ask you and also buy this stuff. But guessing
Flywing
that
mushroom.
there's a whole lot of What?
Flywing mushroom.
Flywing mushroom. Okay. Based on how it tasted and how it smelled, I'm guessing a whole lot of vomit. And do you want an herbalism test to make a guess
I
at
do.
what was in it?
I mean, there's that stinky plant over there.
Oh wow.
You can find the flywing mushroom spores. You add them to the little coconut thing, and then because you got 3 successes, you can translate this into Connie speech however you want. You need like vanilla lotus.
No, well, hang on.
I just want to say that sounds delicious.
Flywing mushroom is poisonous, Triscare.
I think you meant the lotus.
I meant vanilla lotus.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds
that's where
like,
vanilla comes from.
Yeah.
I mean, now we understand why it's poisonous because of the mushroom.
Yup.
Not poisonous, why it tastes bad.
And the pretty white flower that smells amazing, but I can never remember the name of.
Yeah, you find the seeds for it.
This stuff.
Yeah, and you put all of that in the coconut, and the dryad like puts the other like coconut on it, and there's like a flash of green, and like vines come around it, and like ties it up in a little like to-go box with a little like bulb where the bow would be.
Nice.
And she holds it
She's doing
out.
that.
She holds it out to you.
That's
I
I've
really
wandered
like
off to go examine everything.
Wait, so how much for all this?
The dude behind the counter says, "It'll take great skill to grow those in these climes. You'll have to tend them every day." Hello?
Well, I'm not very skilled, but my grandma is. So if I do something wrong, she's gonna give me a bap for it, and then tell me how to do it right.
He like shakes his head.
In the town.
He like shakes his head, and the dryad starts to take the coconut away.
I can do it. I can do it.
Can you?
Yeah.
You're certain?
Yeah.
He like
Do
gestures
I
with
need
the
to roll bluff?
no. He gestures with the staff, and the dryad like passes you the coconut parcel. The old man like gets up. There's like a like an annoyed sound as like a squirrel pops out of his beard. Like, like walks over, reaches onto one of the shelves, takes out a single seed, and like presses it into your hands with the coconut.
Do I know what it is?
Nope.
What is this one?
When you grow it, bring it back.
Okay. Big seed, little seed.
Cardboard box.
It's not very big.
Any guesses what it is whatsoever?
Make an herbalism kit, you need 5.
But,
Ooh.
oh,
No idea.
you have luck left, or are you out?
One more luck.
You want to use it?
No, I mean, luck for one more try, rather.
I don't, I'm gonna say. He like gestures back, like goes to sit back down, and as he's walking, he just turns to look at you, and he gives you just like the sagely like, just like stare into your soul.
Why are druids always so cryptic, darn it? She's still staring at the seed, trying to puzzle over it.
Yeah, so you say that, and as he's like sitting back down, he says, "Archdruid, thank you."
Sorry, Archdruid.
Rockham's trying to find something that smells somewhat sweet.
Like,
Not all
Lord.
druids are druids, but all archdruids are druids, so technically correct.
scowls at you.
Bump.
He just like scowls at you. He goes, "Get out."
Thank you. Bye.
Wait, we don't even have to pay for this? Okay.
He didn't ask for money.
Fuck.
You just had to bring the thing back once you've grown it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Once I see that everyone's leaving, I'll stop sniffing whatever I was going for and run out.
Don't sniff it. I'll give you a headache.
There you go.
It'll do more than give me a headache.
As you guys continue making your way to the castle, and you hear the distinct sound, Lawrence, you hear it, of a hammer on an anvil.
Oh, my ears immediately perk up. Like, hello.
It's not on the main like parade route. It's like you have to go into the city a bit. But yeah, you if you want to follow it, you can.
You gotta hang a left, go down 3 blocks, and hang a right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, this sounds interesting.
The air gets thicker and like heavier. You all can smell fire if you go with him.
Yeah, we
I'm
go
splitting off whether anyone comes with me or not.
It's very much like the blue collar worker district down close to the docks. You're a good way away from the parade route, but you see like a dwarf. You know it to be a dwarf. He's got like his sleeves rolled up to his shoulders. He's wearing like human attire, but obviously,
Size for a dwarf.
And he's got like his beard is like tucked into his belt and pulled away from it, like pulled against his chest so that he can work. And he's hammering. It looks like he's hammering like a chain.
Nice. And I'd walk up, just check out what he's doing. But of course, being smart, I'd stay back enough.
Yeah, he goes to like drop the chain in the quench bucket of oil, and there's just this huge flare up. And without looking over his shoulder, he goes, "Parade routes that way," and like points.
And he'd nod and say, "I know. Heard you're working, and thought I'd come to take a look."
Your dad's looking for ya.
He'd flinch a little bit at that and say, just, trying to think of how to phrase this.
Yeah, he goes,
Well,
"Told me to tell you to run along."
My dad's not around anymore.
He stops, turns to look at you, looks you up and down. He pauses looking at your hands for a long time, glances at your face. I'm sorry, lad. It's not a place for youngins. It's not pretty. Like, gestures back to the way you came.
And that, you know, at the not pretty thing, Lawrence actually smile and say, I'm not either.
He chuckles, reaches under his anvil, pulls out like a cup of something, takes a drink from it. He sighs. They with you.
Hi.
We're friends.
Hi.
Like, looks around the corner.
We're staying back probably a lot further back than Lawrence is.
I mean, I'm kind of used to the heat.
Yeah,
A little more than they are.
he sets the mug on the anvil. He says, "Come over here. I don't bite much."
Shuffles
Okay.
forward.
Lawrence would rest his hammer on his shoulder and, you know, walk a little closer. Just didn't want to interrupt.
All of you without a die.
It's complicated.
What?
I'm doing my best not to butcher that accent, Delta. I'm sorry.
Kit, you know what I'm like? I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's hard, it's a hard accent to do.
I don't doubt that.
He says, "What brings you here? You lost?"
No, we're just looking around, I guess, and Lawrence wanted to come here.
He looks at you, Pierce, looks at your hand, looks back at Lawrence, looks back at Pierce, turns from Pierce completely.
Lawrence just smiles a little and says, work like that, it's hard to miss.
The lads, I understand. He, like, gestures at the twins. Working the land, points at Brayden. Working for himself. You. Filling your dad's shoes. Those two, like, gestures at Pearson, Connie. I don't have time for them.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, you guys did just have magic and all that.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
back when you
actually-
built a house, lad.
Lawrence actually, you know, wave a hand like hang on.
Without waving your fingers like a Nancy.
That's behind him.
Fire.
And yeah, I mean, at that point,
What'd you say? What'd you say, Nightfall?
Cast fire.
You don't have a fire spell.
I'm talking
no, but
to
I do.
Lawrence.
I can talk to it. And you know, at that point, Lawrence just look over at the dwarf's forge and go, "Is he always like this?"
He looks at the forge. Looks back at you. Looks back at the forge. Looks back at you. Starts laughing. Takes up his mug. Takes a drink from it. Holds it out to you.
I mean, Lawrence would take it. Just
Oh, it looks like oil. It's
I
the
definitely
same.
take-
It's the same color and texture as the stuff he dropped the chain in.
oh. Look down at it.
He's got like
Take a drink.
he's got like his thumbs in his belt, staring at you.
Take a drink.
Make a body roll.
Oh god, this is gonna kick my ass, isn't it?
You need 3.
Oh god.
This should be good.
Hey, lucky guy. No. I'm gonna luck that at least once.
Okay.
Oh, down to 1. Holy shit.
I haven't used
Yeah,
any yet.
nothing.
No. It. Have you ever what do you quench with, Lawrence?
Water.
Water. Okay. Have you ever seen crude oil?
Yeah.
Aw.
Has anything ever possessed you to put your tongue on it?
Not particularly.
Cool.
But never really got the opportunity.
Cool. This isn't that, but it might as well be. It's Dwarven Stout.
Oh
It's,
god.
it's like
I mean-
somebody took roofing tar and set it on fire, and then put the fire out with gunpowder.
I mean, I'd be hacking up a lung.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know.
How bad could it be?
Oh,
Every
the,
every time you cough, fire comes out of your mouth.
Right, so how many bundles of herbs do I have to pull out to knock this off?
I mean,
You
can't be that bad, right?
You wouldn't be able to get the bundle of herbs in his mouth in that blaze.
you know, I'd probably be hacking it almost right over the forge at that point.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're gonna burn. Be careful not to burn your face off.
So
I mean,
you finish, and you're still holding the mug, and the dwarf goes, "Go on, finish it."
you know, at that point, Lawrence would look at the mug, look at the dwarf, and probably do it out of spite.
Okay.
Roll body again.
No,
Spite is a good motivator.
it's like honey that's also silk that tastes like the first strawberry of the season, and also like the last snowfall.
In other words,
Ooh.
heavenly.
So it
And he's
improves.
charmed, okay.
Oh, congratulations, Lawrence, you're now an alcoholic.
Gotta start him earlier.
Something like that.
Start him early. You can teach him to, you know, there's a saying.
So
You know, finish the mug, hand it back to the dwarf.
takes it, dips it in the thing that the chain is soaking in, sets it back on the anvil.
Pierce is looking
drink that?
disgustingly at the cup.
You're
Yeah,
looking
just
for
behind him, like, "You
work.
drink that a lot."
What did you just say, Kit?
Are you looking for work?
Looking to learn.
I'm not gonna train a human.
Oof.
It's a waste of time.
Faces.
And why would it be a waste?
Because your hands don't work right. Your eyes aren't sharp enough. You don't feel. And like gestures at the anvil.
And at that point, he'd have this, Lawrence would have this forge hammer a little bit and say, I've gotten by well enough.
For a human. And that's fine. I think that you'll possibly, make a fantastic human smith. You're not going to lay a hand on dwarven craft. You can't.
Rockham goes to say something that bites his tongue.
Okay. Still happy to learn.
Connie is very tempted to look for something obviously dwarven craft and just poke it to spite him.
I mean, there's a ton of stuff hanging around his shop.
Probably quite a few blades.
Hold on, question. See the knife that Braden has, would that have been made by Lawrence?
We haven't specified, so probably not.
Because I was going to say, if it has, can Braden take it out and show him just how good he actually is at his thing?
Oh, made by Lawrence.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah,
probably.
the fact I did sharpen it up quite nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, so I take it out and show him the craft of what Lawrence is capable of.
Looks at it, takes it out of your hand, sniffs it, runs it under his nose, stares at it, looks at Lawrence, looks at you, he's a chunky short dude, and yet he starts spinning the knife between his fingers like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he does the knife transfer trick.
Flips it
I
it up,
eagerly wait for him to cut off the finger.
flips it up on one finger, balances it, and it just falls to the ground and snorts
Aw.
at it.
I pick it back up, put it in my pouch.
Don't compare yourself to this. Don't do it. It's like It's like a bird. If you can fly, fantastic. You're not going to fly like a bird. You're not going to make metal and stone like a dwarf.
That's a really poorly chosen analogy, and he
Doesn't know you're a druid.
I'm really tempted to call this guy up. I don't know if I would.
You know, Lawrence is very carefully almost mentally chewing on his lip.
It's not something you can learn.
Fine. Then I guess I'm just gonna have to make do with what I've got, right?
Hey.
Well,
But-
if you won't train him, can you at least give him some advice so he didn't come all the way out here for nothing?
I'm not the one who's brought you out here. Way I see it, I don't know you anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lawrence, for his part, just finally shrugs and actually nods in agreement. Says, "You're right. You don't."
But if you're willing to pay,
It appears.
And at that point, Lawrence's eyebrow goes up and says,
Spent a lot of the shiny things recently.
"We've got
How
to
much do
leave
we have
him.
left?
We all know it."
How much do we have left, Braden? Because you have it.
We have 1 gold, 9 silver,
you
50
do
copper.
not have 1 gold. You use
yeah.
the gold. Remember,
We
you
had-
gave a gold to the gnome.
I thought we had 3.
We
Yeah,
had 1 gold.
You used 3.
1 gold. No,
We had.
We've only used
had-
2.
We've only used
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
one for the
one for the wizard, 1 for the gnome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we still have the one
Fair
left.
enough.
We really want to give him the gold, though? I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, we don't know what we're paying him for.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, Pierce, you're pretty awesome. Or not Pierce, confused names.
Lawrence.
Lawrence, thank you.
Lawrence
you're pretty
actually,
awesome
you
as
know,
is.
Lawrence for his part would, you know, just take his hammer off his shoulder and say, "All right, let's make a deal."
You gonna give him your hammer?
No, just say, what kind, like, what are you willing to teach me in terms of, pay?
He nods. He says,
I'm phrasing that bad.
"Yeah."
I'm sorry.
He says, "What are you willing to give up?"
This is all you, Lawrence.
I mean, for what it's worth, I would sacrifice most of my tools in trade. I can always make more, and then make them better.
You'll say that, and like reaches up above his head and pulls a like an ordinary smithing hammer down, and he holds it out to you with one hand.
I mean, I lean over and try it, and take it by the handle.
It's completely weightless. It's like you're holding a lightsaber.
Oh, great!
So it's got a big beefy metal head on it. It's on a sturdy wooden stake.
Throwing me.
Yeah.
Magic hammer?
No. Not a drop of magic in it.
I'd assume there's some dwarf in it.
I've been looking it over very carefully.
Was there something in that thing he drank?
You
Good
guys
question.
don't know that it's weightless, to be fair.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
saying
well,
anything.
We see Lawrence holding it with a single hand.
I mean, the
It's a
dwarf held it
big
with a
thing.
single hand, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not like a maul. It's
The,
not gonna
the
be
dwarf
too
gestures
anything.
at the anvil. Go on.
Lawrence would happily step up and just give it a nice little practice swing.
You swing. At the apex of the swing, the hammer feels like it weighs 500 pounds, and you you damn near. It feels like you damn near break the anvil, and then the weight goes away again.
Connie is suddenly plugging her ears.
Lawrence, for his part, is looking over the hammer and looks back at the dwarf.
The dwarf takes the hammer out of your hand, hangs it back up. First of all, I should charge you for breaking my anvil.
Did I actually break it?
No, but you dented it.
Look at the.
Let me ask you something. The greatest smiths of the greatest families of smiths, of the greatest heroes in all of human history. Have you ever heard of something that behaves like that?
Can't say I have.
And I'm by no means the best.
Lawrence thinks it over, and he finally nods and says, "Okay, looks like I have a lot to learn then."
Go as far as you can, keep going, but you can't learn it from me.
Can't learn from a teacher that's not willing to teach.
It's a matter of soul. You don't have a dwarvish soul.
I had a thought. What would happen if we showed him that amulet that Lawrence has?
The icon of Pelor?
Yeah.
You don't see any iconography of Pelor anywhere on the shop, so...
Ah.
The tools would help. But if you break the tools, you can't repair them. You see the problem?
Yeah, I do. Thank you for the advice, if nothing else. What do we owe you?
He chuckles, he says, that depends. Got any mithril?
With what?
Anyway.
What?
He sighs. Never mind. You give me a laugh, he gestures at the tankard. And a story. It'll do.
Pierce would be the first one to turn and just...
I mean, Lawrence would, at that point, just kind of get a wild hair. Summon his flame and then just try and flick into the cup.
Okay, cup explodes.
Ah, shit.
Now you own the cup.
Now you
Opens
open
the cup,
everything.
looks at you, and cut the children running away as he chases them with a hammer, shouting, "What the fuck did you do that for?"
I'm probably carrying money.
Shit. Run faster!
Guys, wait, my legs are shorter than yours.
Salcom has Pierce, Rockham has Connie, as you guys go running back up the street. As bells start ringing in the distance.
Oh, dang.
Run towards the bells.
Let's go.
Run faster!
And you make your way. The streets under you start rising, and in that very Disney movie way, you find yourself in the plaza in front of the castle, where everyone has gathered.
We've disappeared into the crowd.
The castle, now that you're directly in front of it, First of all, you can look back and see the entire city. It's bigger than you thought it was. And second of all, the castle, now that you're right up in it, is like...
Holy shit, that's bigger than the mountain.
Well, it's not, it's not even the size. It's like...
The grandeur.
Like, clean and painted and shining and, like...
Well kept.
Yes, and but
How
also,
did they
like, none of you have seen a
it?
fucking castle before, so it's like...
Whoa.
Yeah.
They keep something that big so clean.
And there's, like, banners on all the towers, and there's this big stage that's been erected near the gates of the castle. It's probably, like, built into the castle. It's not even like a stage, it's like a rotunda, I think. What's the word I'm looking for that thing where the rich people can, like, step out and look at the peasants?
Balcony?
Yes, but it's, like, built into the doorway.
That's not a rotunda, but I don't know what it's called.
You know what I'm
you're
talking about,
I don't
though.
remember the name.
Yeah. Like, the stage thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys see, like, a bunch more of those metal men, except these guys are white, not silver.
Oh, wow.
And, like, the shops are gone. Everybody up here is just, like, chatting and milling around and waiting for something to happen. Connie, your doggo friend is back.
No! Scritchy, 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 scritchy.
Do you think we'll see the heroes?
And start feeding him popcorn.
If we're not too late.
Yeah, I suppose I'll just hang out with the others and wait for a bit and see what happens.
The bells ring for a few more minutes, and then you see four of the funniest looking men you've ever seen in your life. And they're wearing, like, children's clothes that are, like, brightly colored, and they can't move very well in them. And they're carrying these huge metal tubes that get longer on the far end. And hanging from the metal tubes are the same ribbons that are on the buildings. And they all like come out in perfect formation. They raise the tubes and they start playing music. Yes, exactly. And when they start playing music, everybody stops talking.
Yeah.
And from behind them comes... I've been thinking a lot about how I want the Duke to look. And I think, like, the kids don't have any context, right? So, like, making him regal doesn't make any sense because they don't know. And so
Make him outlandish.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like, his face is painted, like, white and pink. He's wearing, like, animal furs that don't match, and they're like, not natural colors. He's carrying, like, a metal stick with rocks on it that sparkle. He's got this, like, collar like a dog wears, but it's, like, ruffly, and it's white, and it's almost as big as his head. He's a little bit overweight, which is weird, because you haven't seen many overweight people before.
Yeah.
And he's, like, walking out with... and you recognize them immediately. Well, you recognize three of them immediately. Tremere, Tula, Gideon, and... You could assume Tristan, but he's wearing a hood.
Whoa.
Hey, we know those guys.
Yeah.
Hey, we do know those guys.
It's them.
We'd probably start losing our shit, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Can we try to make our way towards the front of the crowd? Get a little closer?
I mean, you're already at the front of the crowd because it's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Oh, not
Start waving profusely.
I mean, so is everyone else.
Yeah.
Sharp cheers.
Magpie
Yeah.
Sharp
on top of one of their heads.
I'm warning you right now, Pierce, if the magpie does that, it's gonna get crossbowed.
Yeah.
Never
They ain't-
mind.
they ain't playing. Just fly up, poof, feathers.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you get arrested and tried for treason.
Yeah, no. Just your average day.
Treason. We don't know what that is.
No, but you could die all the same.
Anyway.
We can't die.
We're kids.
So anyway, so the figure comes out and, like, holds his hand up to the crowd, and everybody stops shouting and waving. Do you guys stop shouting and waving?
Yeah.
No.
We
If everyone else shuts up, I'm gonna shut up.
I go
We
quiet.
don't
carried on
stop
for
till we
like a
realise
second
everyone else
longer,
is.
and then it just stopped.
This dude is like he's like a dad, but he's like a dad of dad because he makes grown-ups stop talking. And like the
power right there.
grown-ups are deferring to him the same way the kids defer to their dad. And so
Power
he's
right there.
yeah, so he's like the next level of dad.
I might say he's a granddad.
No, no.
Thank you, Delta.
And he like sets the staff on the ground at his feet, and he looks out of the crowd and he says, "Today marks a momentous occasion. We, all of us, were imperiled by that demon that I won't justify by saying his name." And so a lot of booing and hissing from the crowd. People are like making scary faces. He says,
That's one way to avoid coming up with a name on the spot. That's one way to avoid coming up with a name on the spot.
"You're welcome." And he says, "For too long we lived in terror, the winged death, the fire from above and below." You're echoing terribly, Delta. Do you mind?
Am I? Oh, right, sorry.
No worries. "Were it not for these brave heroes and those who answered the call but could not join us today," like bows his head and everybody gets real quiet, "we would still live in that fear. But," and he turns and he gestures, "thanks to these noble few, it is a cause for celebration, and with the harvest just around the corner, doubly so." And he like gestures, and they come forward and they bow. And you notice Gideon looks right at you, Pierce.
I wave.
Crap.
Oh my god, he noticed me.
And he says, "Would our heroes like to say a few words as the medals are prepared?" And Gideon immediately stands forward and he says, he stands forward and Tula looks at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh shit!
Where did
I
this
am
come
going
from?
to murder you in your sleep.
Yeah, and he goes, "Usually, that one does the talking," and gestures at, you can assume, Tristan. "But he's not feeling well." Something about losing his voice. Tristan is looking anywhere but Gideon. He says, "We're grateful, Archibald," nods at the Duke, "and to you and your good people, giving us a place to rest, coin, food in our bellies, and a tale of our adventures." There's a cheer from the crowd. He immediately waves them off. Like, Tristan would play it up. He's just like, "No, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I'm talking. Stop
Shut the
it.
fuck up, I'm talking,
Shut up!
There's some people looking at each other like, what? We're not supposed to cheer? What is happening? This guy's a dick." And he just barrels right on. He says, "But we're not from here." Tula's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Tula's like,
I am going to murder you here and now.
yeah, Tula's like, "You're ruining our day. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And like, Gideon like doesn't look at her. He goes, "We're not from here, and eventually we'll be going back to our homes." Tula is like goes
Subtle,
to
real subtle.
Tula like goes to step forward and grab him, and Tristan like puts his arm out really quick and stops her, and she looks at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And Tula's freaking out.
Like,
There's going to be blood in the castle.
The Duke Archibald just is doing the Emma Watson face from the Late Show, like, I'm not sure what's happening. Gideon says, "It is the duty of your people to rise above. You select few," he looks right at Pierce, "might be the next heroes. They may be among
nice.
you. Look to your children, your sons, your daughters. Look to those that you may overlook." He like pulls his hood up and like hunches over, and he looks very much like a beggar. And he says, "Those who see everything, but may themselves not want to be seen. He lowers his hood. He looks right at Brayden. Guide them! And then you will not need heroes from some far-off land. For you will have your own. And the adventures they have will be stories for the rest of you. Fame for your kingdom. Duchy. Pardon me, Archibald.
Just whoops, trip.
And it tales for time immemorial. Tristan leans over and says something to him. Gideon scowls at him. Apparently I'm doing a good job. Thank you, one and all, for these. And he, like, turns and, yeah, like, the servant's coming over with, like, a pillow with medallions on it. And he says, you've all been too kind. And I'm certain, had Tabor survived, he would be as grateful as the rest of us. And he, like, bows and steps back, and they, like, get presented with the medals as the music starts playing again. And then, yeah, like, the Duke, like, says a few more words, but the heroes are, like, being led away. At this point, what do you guys want to do?
I'm trying to keep an eye on the heroes.
Yeah, like, the heroes are the main focus. We
Like-
wanted to see them.
Trying to inch our way closer towards them.
Yeah,
Without disrupting the
It
crowd.
looks like they're going into the castle.
Yeah, so they're probably going
Oh.
to Castle of Rest or something. I'm gonna stay for the rest of this. May as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we came all this way.
You're gonna try to get in the castle?
No, we're gonna. I was gonna stay for the rest of the.
I mean, now that you've suggested it.
That's what I thought
I feel
Brightman
like being
said. I'm not
court-martialed
suggesting
will
it.
I
That's
don't
what I
feel like
thought
going to
Brightman
prison for the rest
said.
of my life.
What?
What I'm saying is, I want to stay for the rest of the speech, or whatever.
I mean, it's a lot of, like, how great I am for having these heroes at my beck and call. Aren't I amazing?
Yeah, we're just gonna hear it,
like
like,
get bored.
Oh, the self-effacing bullshit.
Yes, he's a duke. What do you expect?
yeah,
Is it
so
just-
we hear a few minutes of this and we get bored and tired of it.
Yes.
If the Duke was peacocking any harder, he would be a druid.
Yes.
So we just walk away.
Yeah. So, you guys want to be heroes or something?
Okay.
We could,
Yeah,
we got this
If
far.
only
We
for
can pull it
just
off.
one day.
I think we should get home first.
So-
Oh shit! Yeah.
yeah. So you say that, and from the crowd you hear, "Couldn't have said it better myself." And Tristan like walks out and kneels down. He's still got his hood up. He looks at Connie. He goes, "That spell's gonna wear off soon." He grins.
Nice to see you.
He's
too.
completely covered. He's complete. Like his like head is covered. His back is covered. Like you can't tell he's a tiefling. He says, "They're going to be very upset with you."
We should probably go, huh?
Thank you. Did you put this back, or? Because you're kind of just gesturing at her own face.
What back? I don't know what you're talking about. Has anyone lost their daughter? He like stands up.
Oh, come.
Right.
Right?
All right, we're out of here.
I give
Time to go.
him a wave, and then yeah, we go.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
The doggo like paces you as you make your way back out of the city as the sun begins to set. You
need to
find
distract him.
yourselves at the gate. You pull away from the tents a bit. You're along the wall. You have a moment, and about that point, Connie starts to sparkle, and her red skin comes out again.
Is the dog still here?
Doggo
Wait,
is
goes
with you.
back up.
Doggo is with you.
Doggo is with. Oh, which way is
Doggo?
home?
Doggo is coming with.
Doggo is with. Okay, and appears to be the first
Suppose we
to
start-
speak up. Which way is home again?
I point toward it. Basically down the road.
Off we go.
Nothing else we want to do before we leave?
I want to see if I can turn into the doggo.
You can try to turn into Doggo.
Are there people around?
Yeah, depending how far the dog follows us once the crowd has thinned out.
I mean, you're away from the
So-
crowd. Like you're away from the crowd.
Okay, then yeah.
But you went laterally along the wall, not up the road. The doggo's not going to leave the wall.
Gotcha.
Got it. Right, so trying to turn to the doggo.
Easy do.
You got a success. You can't turn in the doggo.
Oh.
You can't critter shape into magical creatures.
Oh!
Oh.
Cheeky.
That's clever.
Cheeky doggo is cheeky.
So like we see Connie try, we see the flash of realization, the doggo winks, turns, and runs back into the city.
Nice.
Okay.
Connie chases him for a few paces before stopping and... What? The... Yeah,
Lord's afraid of
hi.
Hey Connie,
Right.
Yeah?
physical illusion isn't going to do anything to a scent-based animal.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
Doggo
from
knew
the
you
start.
were a tiefling the whole time.
Yep.
Hey, doggo.
So, getting home is one thing, but what do we want to tell our folks? We've been gone for a little bit.
We can show them all the cool stuff we got.
We told them we went on an adventure and we're heroes.
I'm down for that.
I mean, we're bringing back a lot of stuff. So
We killed the green
it won't be
thing.
Too bad.
We did kill a green thing. I learned a spell.
You did! And I learned Firefly.
We're basically heroes, right?
I have been integrated into the Thieves Guild.
I've
What?
got some good.
You did what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah, what?
What?
Everybody stops looking at Brayden. What?
What's a guild?
Continues what?
I want to hear about it and a follow.
And that
Box
will be the
Master.
last thing we see this
Yeah.
episode. And we'll finish this up next
Oh
time.
man.
Thank
Oh my
you
gosh.
guys so much for
Hey,
playing
I want to
today.
play this as a D&D character and like
One
was so damn
episode
good.
left of our little adventure. Homeward bound, our hero's turn. Let's do some shout outs, shall we? Delta,
Hey,
shout out, do it.
yeah. Your resident Mad Scotsman in Kits server. You can usually find me hanging about there playing games. You ever need that about anything, give a shit.
I am sorry about the Dwarvish accent.
You did not bad.
Thank you. Gracie,
Hi, I'm Gracie, aka Perchmila, the absent-minded halfling. I do a lot of tabletop shenanigans and also art for kids channels, so if you like either of those things, give me a poke.
Nightfall.
Hi, I am Nightfall. I do a lot of things for Kit's channel, and including moderate and do schedule work. And you can find me here, and if not here, I don't know where else I am most of the time. Bye.
Twitch.tv/Nightfall
No.
That's where you am.
Yep.
Take care.
Hey guys, if you need to find me for anything, I'm usually here on Kit's channel, or, you know, dive into Final Fantasy 14. You'll find me usually there. Otherwise, but you know, we get by.
Bright Wind.
You know me from basically everywhere at this point. Outside of Kids Channel and the various Dice-Icive action shows, you can find me at Bright Wind Inc. on, God, the list is growing. Facebook, DeviantArt, Twitter, Discord,
Twitch.
Twitch, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else. I think that's it for now. For now being the keyword.
Mm-hmm.
But
And-
yeah, I do character art mostly.
And for my part, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. And this is a channel that's devoted to lore and storytelling, world building, role playing, and discussions of those things. You just watched Dice-Icive Action Open Dice Night, our monthly special wherein new players, new systems, and new game masters are brought to the forefront to try their luck and their best when it comes to tabletop role playing games. This is a little adventure, a Tales from the Loop short campaign where we take some heroes long before they become level 1 and see what drives someone to become a hero. We've got one episode left next Saturday, so do stop by for that if you like tabletop role-playing games. I won't be here tomorrow. I'm going to be taking the day off getting ready for a lot of stuff that I need to do in the background, and also I'm not feeling great, I'm going to be honest. But I will be back on Monday with GM Prep and Souls of Iron, our weekly Fate Accelerated campaign, combining mechs and aliens in the galaxy the likes of which you've never seen before. And next week we're starting our Metro Exodus playthrough, so get ready for that. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. For now, as always, I want to leave you with these parting words. From myself and my keepers to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers. Whether you're just having a seat by the fire, or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. And hopefully, I'll see you all on Monday as we get ready for a new chapter. Good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.